This is something I probably should have done sooner, but here we are.
And here we are. Remember that one from the platformer?
I certainly do remember.
Which platformer?
Kirby.
Oh my
in the
god,
Forgotten
he
Land.
doesn't remember.
Big
Oh
fan.
my god, I
He
remember.
doesn't.
No, I remember.
He doesn't
it now.
remember one of the most iconic lines from his second favorite game of the year.
No, Final World. Look, I'm sick, so I get a pass.
We're sick of you, is what we are.
Damn.
And your shenanigans.
Damn.
I mean, I'm sick of your. I'm sick of your platformer opinions, Eli. But you know, you don't see.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
What are we playing tonight? Do the people on the internet know?
Yes, they do. I have tweeted about it.
What is Ty short for?
It's just Ty. I don't know. Tyler. Ty.
Tyson.
I don't know. It's just Ty. It's just thank you, the Tasmanian tiger.
It's actually it's short for Tybalt from Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, Chrome Studios is definitely cultured like that. Alright, let me get... I am probably going to need to turn this game down, because it doesn't seem too loud, but it seems just a little loud, so let me go...
Andy, could you...
oh my god, oh my god, I found the actual answer.
What?
What?
His name's short for Tyrone.
Alright. Andy, could you stream Discord?
Of course. So, we're playing the PC port that's on Steam that came out like 5 years ago. So... Alright, that should be better. That sounds better.
I hate his design. It's awful that I would say it's not.
Hold on, let me. I'm possibly the only person except Bruce. This is literally for you. You bought this video game for me. Hold on, let me. It's picking up the right application. Do I need to? Let me try going into windowed. Can I? Okay, that. Let me check on Twitch and see how this looks on my end.
How come the first two of these were published by EA and the third one was published by Activision?
There are 3 of these?
Yeah,
There's 4 of them. The fourth one is self-published.
It was a Flash game that they had, so Microsoft was giving... That was when Microsoft was giving anyone money to make a game for the Windows 8 store. So that should tell you the level of quality that that game is.
Alright, I already have my knives out for this game, but I should at least see it first.
These people also made the Wii and PS2 versions of...
This menu's fine.
It's very remastered, like Unity game, but hey. Oh, we get
it's very much like what I would expect from a PS2, Xbox,
I mean, at least
game.
it's a modern port of a game that's on everything now. Oh, these are very pre-rendered cutscenes.
This is epic. Oh no, don't zoom in on his eyes. You've just made me realize this character is just Rayman and I like him less now.
Don't worry, he becomes more Sonic, Adventure-era Sonic as the series goes on.
I like that he has the side mouth on both sides and they're not connected.
Yes, he does.
I gotcha!
Oh boy, we are...
Okay, Ty, I'm in. Catch me
if this is your Tails, this is a bad fucking Tails.
He fell in a hole. Oh no, in the dark too. This character's just Rayman. Oh no.
It would not surprise me. The first 2 games are decent. The second is much. I have heard that. That 2 is better. 2's the one that's like. I've heard this game is fine from someone else I watch.
I am Nandu Gilly, the Bunyip Elder.
G'day, mate.
What if, like, your only games as a kid were this and Attack of the Power of Juju?
No, I'll take this over Tack so
Years
far.
ago,
This is less
a great
racist than
battle
Tack.
was fought over the fate of
although,
five
you know what?
I'm just saying,
talismans.
it's so far, it seems like they have not unsimilar
No, you know
vibes.
you know what I'm giving the vibes from this lid? Pre-adventure era Archie Knuckles comics.
You know what I'm getting from this?
What?
This is just a Fox show. It was just T-Rex.
Yes. Yes, it definitely has that vibes. Oh, is your main villain a... This is such a PS2 fucking launch era game. Holy this is such a 6th gen. Oh my god.
This is awesome.
So, Lid, looking at this now, how do you feel about this game versus Billy Hatcher?
We'll see when we get to gameplay.
Ty also has maybe the
What the fuck? This is awful.
This is. What are you talking about, Eli? You have no fucking taste.
This sure is. This sure is a fucking GameCube era platformer. Boy. I can see why an 8-year-old would be like, this is the coolest series.
You know what's fucked up? That they did not have, like, a Kirby game.
Oh,
sorry,
there are
a
your
Kirby
MacGuffins we're gonna be
platformer
collecting over the whole game, I imagine.
on the GameCube. That would have been nice.
No, they
Canceled.
You know, that was actually something I was thinking about. Is like people keep talking about Forgotten Land, like it's the first
I
one,
would
but it
get
feels like
bored
they've been
of-
making
of-
forever.
Oh my
And
god.
you know, I bet the reason that they made a racing game
Hold
instead
on.
of a platformer is specifically for that reason.
Blue Spurs just said 2 very important
Must be
things.
stopped at
I
all
played this in
costs.
Tax, and
It's up
then
to you to
I would
find
get
the
bored of
talismans
Ty and then
before
play
he does.
Blinks the Time
It's up
Sweeper.
to
I'm
me to
sorry.
save my
I'm
family.
sorry.
Hey, hold on, Andy.
That's true.
Remember what Gigaboots said?
That's true. Did you
I'd
own
like
the
to see you.
director's cut or
You're
the
never gonna
launch
believe
release?
what
Because
just
they're
happened.
actually 2 different
I was
games.
playing in the
And
forest
even
with
then,
the
from what they said,
Wait,
it
did
sounds
one
like
cover Y to fucking Blink the Time Sweeper? What's this drastically different version you're talking about?
They added in a bunch of like a 2 full pages of a Steam update page level quality of life features. All right.
But apparently the first half of that game is just good, and then it gets bad.
All right. Now we can. Boy, you can tell we're looking at in-engine assets.
Yeah.
I've heard that if you press the action button, you can talk to me.
I like these colors, though.
Oh, launch release. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Now let's get down to brass
Alright, yeah.
tacks.
That's
If
true.
you're gonna be out adventuring, then you'll need another boomerang.
Definitely some PS2-esque shading there, but the
Head down to Blyberry
colors and the
Station.
textures are
Yeah,
great.
no, and
Like those
yeah, this is
frickin'
definitely
the
I am
contrast with
playing
the
a
mountains
game
and
with
sky.
the graphics set to max.
This is so ugly. What the hell are
And
you
like
talking about?
no, look at the blue and the trees and stuff.
I
Should
am
I turn the
sorry
graphics down?
for I'm sorry for what I said about Devil May Cry 1. Now, seeing this game,
That's mean.
this is, oh my god.
Eli, when a video game doesn't look like Ghost of Tsushima's Kurosawa mode.
I can't wait to show off. Ty has maybe the funniest mechanic in any
No,
video
this is
game
just
series
like-
ever.
Throwing up color, like,
Just don't like
Jesus.
orange. Oh, there's a. Is there a. That camera went into first person. I guess it was just because I stood too close to that wall. Alright.
alright,
There's a
so
bite button.
GameCube platformers that I had, Alright, Super Mario Sunshine,
Got some kangaroos,
bo-
maybe wallabies.
both Sonic Adventures,
If I just rewrote
Sonic
these
Heroes,
wires to...
and Shadow the Hedgehog. And I think those are all the platformers that I had for that.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
GameCube
I was just
had,
making some last
I think,
minute
a shockingly low number.
Well,
You know what says a
platformer.
lot about the GameCube's status as a platform console lid?
Hmm.
The fact of how hard people who grew up with that console hype up Pac-Man World 2 and Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Why is this so?
Neither
I
of those
also
are
had
bad
that.
games.
That one's
No,
that
both of
one's
them are good
Which
games.
one? Pac-Man or
I'd rather play-
SpongeBob?
SpongeBob, and I'd rather play that than this.
I would agree with that probably. Like Battle for Bikini Bottom is pretty good, but the fact of like that those are the GameCube era kid platformers that are important says a lot about how few platformers Nintendo like. That the only Nintendo platformer is Sunshine.
Thunder eggs. Oh, they're as rare as hen's teeth, mate.
Boy,
Couldn't you just use batteries?
this is such a fit.
Like, Sunshine is unfinished in a way that's not like, oh, just like the last 20% of this game is just not done, whatever. Sunshine is just like unfinished in a way that you feel it throughout.
Lid,
What?
Requires a great deal of energy.
do you
What?
remember?
How is Tar here gonna find all these?
They're explaining the collectibles. Lid,
I was just wondering that myself.
do you
Yeah.
do you remember how like when Sonic Colors came out, people were like, "Oh man, they let you just play a video game. They let you just run through it and
Yeah.
not watch any cutscenes." I don't think outside of maybe
Well, I don't
Unleashed
know.
and 06.
That game spits you right into the first level, but it does have some cuts.
No, it does, but
It lets you skip them, but it
the
has 'em.
appreciation of letting you just jump into the game and play it. That was, and I think for most of the 3D Sonic games in the Adventure era, that is overstated.
Here's the thing, though.
Let me
Here's
see.
the thing.
Thank you, Lays
right?
Dog Twitch, for the subscription. They say this game does bang.
No point in mucking
Here's the
around.
thing, though, right?
You've got to find
Well,
a
what-
Jack
secret
and Daxter.
Well, where I'm going with this
See you in
is
2 up.
Sonic is so much less bad than so many other platformer series about just
Well,
letting you play the game.
I think it's important to think that Jack and Daxter was like the hot shit, right?
It's true.
So having cutscenes and very hand-holdy tutorials was
Okay,
desirable.
Eli, we're in a new level now. This should be easier on the eyes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Do you think the console versions had these real-time shadows?
That's a good question.
Alright, what I want to see is, based on you playing this, which games that I had for the GameCube, like platformers, would I say seem better or worse?
You know what
than
I went into
Spud
this is the bar that this game needs to be better than.
Oh yeah, we talked about this, didn't we?
Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. That's the
Yeah.
first PS2 one. That's all. It needs to be better than like a 5 or 6. This was the first AAA game made by Australian devs.
Because that's the thing, right? Is like, yeah, as far as first-party games go, yeah, you look at this compared to Sunshine, and it's like, yeah, Sunshine has much better art direction. I think it has sloppy mechanics compared to other Mario games, but it's probably better than this. But as far as third-party stuff goes,
Yeah, I would
the
say
bar
that
was
like
low.
when you look at most of the ones that weren't published by Nintendo or Sony, this is pretty good. Like when you look at most of the AA 3D platformers, this is
Oh, you know what? You know what's a game that I did not own, but I fucking played for the GameCube?
what?
The Fairly Odd Parents platform.
Oh my god. He's just
I
gonna.
watched Snapcube play maybe the same. I don't know. There's probably more than one, but I watched Snapcube play it, and she had a decent time with it. It definitely looks like
It was not the worst thing that I played for that console, but it was not.
it
like, anything
definitely
I'd recommend.
yeah, it definitely seems like the main appeal of it is just they translated the art direction
Man,
of the show
they
to 3D
really
pretty well.
want you to
but that's
know
it.
this is so Australian. This is better than Wrath of Cortex. This is very much the Swan. Yeah, Ty, like 5th gen was the decline of new mascot platformers, and Ty, you can tell of like, oh,
that's a load of bull dust.
Yeah. Have you seen
I would say, like,
the commercial
The
for this
the
game?
Ape Escape games for the PS2, like, alone would put the PS2 better in terms
Yeah,
of
but that
3D
has
platforms.
first party Sony money. That's a different standard. This is
No, I'm just talking about in general.
I was gonna ask Eli, have you seen the commercial
Yeah.
for this game? I made Lid watch it last night.
I'm not gonna watch it. I
I'm
want
gonna
as
describe
less
it.
exposure to this as
No,
possible.
no. See, the commercial features Ty in a hospital, walking past a dragon, a hedgehog, and a bandicoot in casks, afraid of this fucking Tasmanian tiger. Very much shit talking. Look how much better we are than Spyro, Crash, and Sonic. Which Sonic at this point, no. Crash and
Yeah, like
Spyro,
that's
maybe.
Well, the thing with Spyro, right, was that Enter the Dragonfly wasn't out yet. If that commercial had come out after Enter the Dragonfly, yeah. Oh yeah. But
I will say this game
Mario and
controls
Sonic,
fine so
nah,
far.
come on.
And he reckons you can use
This probably is better than Crash Bandicoot though, because Crash Bandicoot's dumb.
I don't know if it's better than Crash 3, but it's better than Crash 1. But that's not a high bar.
Crash Bandicoot is like
Oh my god, you've got...
barely a
Look at
video
these
game.
stupid knot Kremlins.
I don't think that that's what they're going for.
I
'cause
see
was look-
bipedal lizard camera.
Be-
Do I...
No, because I was very briefly looking at the wiki to try and figure out if there were monkeys in this game, right?
Are there?
And yeah, there are, but I couldn't find any pictures of them. But anyway, the point is, I'm pretty sure literally all the character designs in this game are literally just here's a random animal from Australia.
Yeah, which I mean is
So
fitting.
I don't
I
think
appreciate-
going not Kremlings is quite accurate to what their thought process was.
Sure, but I see green bipedal lizard. That's what I'm gonna think.
No, not more cages.
God, there's like they can't let you play for 10 seconds.
I mean,
without one of these.
this is a lot of 6th gen tutorial levels. 6th gen was when games really started being like, play the tutorial.
No one messes with my mates.
God, this is so we're Australian.
No worries. Unless you're Boss Cass.
Is there a platformer that has this level of energy, but for being British?
Yeah, every Rare game.
No. Cause nobody goes, oi mate, in
Okay,
Banjo-Kazooie.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. If the Nintendo 64 could have handled full voice acting, they would have.
Is that
they
what
would have
ukulele
made that
sounds
game.
like? Oh, can I not?
Conker has voice acting though, right?
Yes, it does. Can I get that? I think I... No, wait, hold on. I love his teeth. He reminds me of a very specific early 2000s, like, toy brand that I just cannot... I guess I might have to come back for that. Oh,
Is it
I
just
don't know, like
the...
he has like Johnny Test energy, and I don't
that's
like.
mean.
I'm trying to be mean.
I
I
must
really hate his
ask,
design.
Andy, is just my internet or the Discord stream, or is the game kind of running very inconsistently?
It might be my... I can turn the graphics down and test, but... British game is Battle Construction Vehicles and Xenoblade. That's true. Xenoblade...
But Xenoblade is like that's a byproduct of Nintendo not wanting to make an American localization.
Well, Nintendo America now.
Like it has now retroactively become part of the sort of aesthetic, but that's not what the original.
I am
intent
getting
was.
some minor frame drops, so I might turn the graphics down if it becomes a problem. But it's not seeming. Oh yeah, there it goes to 46. Let's just.
That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, let's
A
just.
fucking 6th gen game. Hold on, wait. What have we got here as far as our settings go?
We got props, draw distance, shadows, reflections, MSAA, anthropometric filtering, grass detail, SSAO, and bloom.
What did you have your settings on previously?
High.
I would turn MSAA down as low as you can tolerate it.
Okay. We'll just do 2x for now.
And maybe draw distance, maybe SSAO off.
Okay, maybe SSAO off, and then...
Cause I'm not saying that this is actually an issue with this game, but something that's really funny about this generation of games is that a lot of transparency effects and like different fancy stuff. There's different fancy stuff that was in games from this era that was fine because you were playing at a low resolution. Once you try to do it in HD, it becomes exponentially more demanding.
Well, these ports were made from scratch too. Oh, am I still getting? 59's fine.
Like, Luigi's Mansion on GameCube has better alpha effects than a lot of games today because...
Slowdown is happening in the Twitch stream. Yeah, it's on my end. Oh, look at these fucking... Look at these fucking asshole kangaroos.
I fucking hate everything.
I don't get what your problem is. This is fine.
Oh, you're biting.
I mean, a lot of it's just the character designs are unbelievably unpleasant.
I think that they are effective.
We're just gonna go to bed.
Like, they're not like the first thing that I would think of if like, oh, I want to buy a plushie of this, but like, you know, I see what they're going for. You've got Ty, he's very attitudinous. You've got your the little guys in cages who have that sort of Rayman useless jobber who gets trapped energy. What are those guys called in Rayman?
Lums.
I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of, because lums are like...
I think it's lums.
Okay, it
what are the pink ones?
Also, boy, is it funny, these eggs that I'm collecting are so sprites.
Yeah, that's epic. The only bad thing about these eggs is that I think that they went with eggs because they're reminiscent of the orbs from Jak and Daxter.
Orbs.
Eggs were very in vogue in the 2000s, though. Remember how Galador was all about building an egg?
You were the only person I know who has experienced Galador. All I know from Galador is you talking about Galador.
I need to play the 3D Galador. I've only played the GBA one. What can you get? I know it's on PC, but what consoles can you get that on? Because you know that 20-year-old PC version has got to be a pain in the ass to get working today.
Oh yeah. Okay, how's this? Things seem... They're still getting some minor frame drops, but things seem fine now.
Like, look, that's Skrunkly. Those little doofy guys he's freeing from the cages, that's Skrunkly.
I'm saying we should nuke Australia making this.
Oh, hello, Di.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
You know, one thing I will say that maybe they would deserve that for is this koala character is portrayed as smart. Koalas are terminally stupid.
Yes, they are actually the dumbest mammal.
It's a machine that creates experimental...
If you give them eucalyptus leaves on a plate and not on a branch, they won't know how to eat them.
And if you find enough, bring them to my lab in Rainbow Cliffs, and I'll build you a new boomerang.
Or maybe by making the koala smart, maybe it's a clever subversion, and they're actually just... you need a high IQ to appreciate
When
it.
did we get Rocky and Serb to stream this game? I feel like this feels like the K-Zone platformer. Gotta collect all the things.
I mean, I'm not against collecting all the things. That's a nice time.
I like the sound effects you get from picking up the eggs. It sounds like the sound effects from Knights.
Yeah, that's a interesting comparison.
It's like almost exactly the same.
Okay, can I... Oh, good, you can... Okay. Oh,
Okay, that's actually really cool. How the ledge grab animation is with the boomerang. That's cute.
Lid, if you think that's cool, wait until later what you can see with this boomerang. You're gonna lose your shit. Ty's a little heavy, but he's not, you know. Oh yeah, I just can't make that jump.
I definitely, from what who knows if this gets better later on, but from what I've seen, it definitely looks like I would consider the combat a weak point of this.
You know what would be nice? A fucking lock-on. Maybe it's in there, but... Oh!
Oh no, no! No! This is... No!
First person mode.
Lid, guess what button this is?
What?
Just guess.
I'm hoping it. I don't know. Hoping is not the right word, but like Y or R would be a relatively inoffensive.
Left trigger, which is not too bad.
No.
You got so mad.
Like the only thing I would tolerate would be like L3 or R3. But I know that because this was on GameCube, they didn't have that. But are you kidding me?
Oh, there is a lock button. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay. And Blue Spruce says I found it. Yes, I found it. This is funny. Damn, that is a giant enemy crab if I've ever seen one.
What are those little glowy things that appeared? When you got hit, you got little glowy things around you.
I don't know. That's probably your hit detection aura. The parrot will probably explain it for me. Let's go this way, because the game told us not to. So.
I feel kind of mixed on this game's camera because something about these level designs reminds me a lot of almost like if you increased the scale on a Pac-Man World 2 level.
Yes. Oh. Or a Rayman 2 level.
But like this camera simultaneously seems like it gives you more control than Pac-Man World 2.
I see.
But it also what?
I see the problem here. There is a lock-on button, but there's no lock-on reticle.
Mm.
You just go like, yeah, am I locking on that? I guess.
But like it feels like the camera. Obviously, you're playing it, and I don't know how it actually feels, but it feels like the camera is giving you more freedom than Pac-Man World 2.
Yes.
But it doesn't feel like the levels are.
Yeah,
as accommodating for that camera.
These are definitely narrow. I would not say I've had any. Well, the thing about Pac-Man World 2 is you hit the camera problems as soon as level fucking 2. So you know, get all the things.
Get all the things.
Okay, this level feels like it's just going on a little too long now. You gotta.
Well, that was the thing, right? You gotta have the levels big. You gotta have all the big content and satisfy the gamers for a million years.
Oh, what's we got our second boomerang lid, and now I get to show you.
Boomerang.
Dual wheel.
Of course.
I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with
These
my
levels
own
are
eyes.
big. Oh
You
boy.
actually found the second boomerang.
It was in a
Honestly, this bird. I was annoyed by this bird character at first, but he's growing on me.
You see, I had a thunder egg I was gonna give you, but a bunch of frills stole it. You'll have to take them all on to get it back.
Okay. Can I do the thing? 2 ring. Oh yes, I can show it. Lid, look at your glide.
Hmm.
Do you see what they? You hold out your boomerangs like wings, and that's your.
Okay, I will say a few things. The idea is very cool. The speed lines,
Yeah.
very cool. It doesn't look like you can glide that far.
No, you kind of can't. I imagine you'll get better as the game goes on, or I hope.
Maybe that's the thing I'm thinking is maybe there will be ways for you to go fast and like accumulate momentum and be able to use it better, but it seems mechanically kind of lame at the moment.
Lid, you played this game, right?
Yeah, when I was like 8 years old at a friend's house.
Oh, you can just.
I've never even heard of this game until Andy said that Sony bought it for. Sony bought it for.
We got 5% of all the things.
You know, I don't like when games do that. I don't like when games tell you how much stuff is in them in total.
Well, I don't know if that's just the main collectible, like the Thunder Eggs, or...
I will say this is definitely not as bad as GBA Donkey Kong Country, where every time you pick up even a basic collectible, it tells you the ratio for everything. I like that he's wearing shorts.
Yeah. Why? I had this game as a kid, but never even played it, which is cute. I'm glad so much of the Andy regulars have played this game before.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it does when you put it.
I hate this fucking bird so much.
Yeah,
I will say,
he is.
I'm getting to the point where I'm liking this character more, but at the same time,
This is too much.
If he keeps talking this much outside of the tutorial, it's gonna start moving in the opposite direction.
This is Fi and Skyward Sword levels.
It's simple, really.
No, this is not Skyward Sword levels.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I mean, maybe the Switch version is better. Maybe this is more like Skyward Sword Switch, but no, it's worse than this.
What's the only, there's only one game that I've heard people say is on the same level that, you know what game I'm going to reference?
What?
Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
I don't know. I haven't played Dream Team since like 2014. I
Wait
remember
until you see the rival character. I'm so excited.
I want to play Dream Team.
I don't think Dream Team. I don't like the style that they went in. I think it looks a bit bland.
I think it looks fine.
Lid.
I think that game honestly has
sprite ones.
I think it honestly has like there are songs from
Lid.
Mario and Luigi Dream
This
Team
game
that
has
are, like,
Crash Bandicoot time trials.
You know, there is one aspect wherein that gives me hope, and that is surely they.
Ty was originally supposed to be silent protagonist. They changed it at the last minute. That makes a lot of sense given his mouth animations.
Time trials means that hopefully the levels that have those will not interrupt gameplay with dialogue. Could you imagine? That would be a really bad decision for them to make if they kept dialogue in time trials.
Yeah.
What was I
I
saying
think you have to
before?
go to the.
More cutscene. Oh my god, you know what this
I
lighting
love
reminds
the
me
way
of?
that fucking the
You know what
rendered
this
CGs
lighting
from this
reminds
era.
me of, Lid? You know what it immediately reminds me of? And that's probably because it's also a launch PS2 game, Lid. The Sonic Boom cartoon.
I see it because it's like you know, Sonic Boom has Australia vibes.
There's less dialogue and good. Also, you could tell these loading screen transitions were made for this version.
Dude, it loaded so fast I couldn't see what you meant.
Just
what
with the
way?
koala on the
This
hub.
talisman machine. Make sure you visit all the portals.
How do I... Alright, yeah.
Yes, yes.
What's with
follow
that chomping
this
sound
talisman
effect?
machine.
That's your bite attack.
Make
It's your homing
sure
attack, kinda.
You visit all
Oh.
the portals.
I mean, can I visit other... Oh, I can. Okay, cool. You know... Do we want to try to do a time trial?
I think if they, assuming they haven't done this already, if they make another Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, they should make it so you can customize
They're
your shorts.
working on a Tie 5.
They should make it so you
Why
can.
would they do that?
Because they've
'Cause people like
remastered all of
this.
these games.
I guess they could make.
Alright,
They
let's
made
see how
another
this goes.
Bubsy.
Welcome to
So I
the
guess that
train.
makes sense.
I feel rather confident that a Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 5 would be better than any Bubsy game.
Absolutely.
I guess on a second. Andy, like so far, this is my least favorite game you played on stream. If you couldn't tell.
That seems kind of what? What?
Oh, they just don't have enemies in these. Okay.
This is interesting.
Oh, this
I
is
feel like this is the kind of thing that would be a lot cooler on assuming the later levels are more complex.
Yeah.
You run in a straight line. Wow.
He is not running in a straight line.
Solve my maze.
He's running in various curved angles.
Okay, there are 9 time trials. Okay.
In terms of like as a tutorial to explain to you how the rest of these are going to work, I don't see an issue with that. But it is reliant on whether the later levels require more acrobatic
And they also,
prowess.
it's also nice that they do not make you go through the whole level.
Why are you collecting geodes?
Those are your power stars.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back because there was a thing right over here. I think I needed the glide for it, though. Oh, there's these guys. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I'm sorry for insulting Spark 3 now.
How dare you?
This is definitely no Spark 3.
Yeah, no. This is not a Spark 3. By the way, I would just like to say, Eli, based on conversations we've had this week, I'm so glad Bozo doesn't play platformers. It's been very nice interacting with CJ.
No, it's not.
It's been very
It's
nice.
not nice interacting with CJ.
I not even get
I
that
hate
with
it.
the glide.
I've seen. Maybe if I try it from up here, I don't know.
Yeah, that might do it.
No.
Maybe you'll get
Maybe you
even,
upgrade the glide. I
maybe
don't
you'll
know.
get even crazier abilities as the game goes on.
I would hope so.
Like, if that glide can't get you from there to there, then it sucks.
Yeah, I can agree with that. No.
Like, unless you're just doing something like incorrectly, I don't use
Out
the
of
glide.
out of curiosity, are you holding the joystick forward?
That might make a difference. Let me double.
Because some
No.
games,
No.
some games that makes a difference, some games it doesn't.
No, this is it. No, it does make a difference, but yeah, no, it's.
It's not Mario, in Donkey Kong Country, that's actually like not even consistent between the 3 Super Nintendo games.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Whether holding a direction influences things like swimming or gliding or flying.
I mean, I do it like out of instinct, I guess. So I don't know which one.
In Donkey Kong Country 1, it doesn't matter. In 2, it
And they
does.
just, I don't think you can get this collectible.
No, I don't
again.
think I can. I'm gonna give up.
In 3, I'm not
I
sure.
wanted to give it one last chance, but yeah. I love this game, but it is funny to irrationally hate it. Welcome to the mind of Eli. But yeah, oh, by the way, Eli.
Yeah.
He's busy this month, so it's probably not gonna happen. But I am planning on having CJ on stream at some point.
Oh. God
Eli.
damn it.
Eli.
Oh, I want to clarify. CJ is one of my closest friends.
Yes, I am aware. I'm just saying. I would. Oh, do I have to go through the whole fucking level again? Wait, can I?
Surely not. Surely exit level will. Surely. No, they wouldn't do it, right? They wouldn't do it, right?
Can I? Maybe it's...
I don't want you to find out the hard way, but surely exit level would retain what you've
Oh
collected.
yeah. Well, I didn't even collect that.
You did the time trial, right?
Oh yeah. Let's check. Game info. Rainbow Cliffs.
That's the hub, so you would leave him there.
Why isn't it letting me check the eggs that I have in other levels? That's stupid.
Because PS2 game.
I mean, you're not 100%ing this, right?
No,
It's just...
I haven't.
They hadn't thought about such big brain ideas like
All right,
letting
let's do
you
this level
check what
next.
you've
Let's,
done.
actually, let me check what the other level's called. Might be fun. So we got shipwrecks.
Genuinely, I can't,
Let's do walk in the park.
you know, actually no. That's
Oh
a
my
lie.
god, look at that bear design.
Smell that fresh rain.
That might not be a bear. It might be a badger or some other
A
creature.
wombat.
That looks like a Nintendo 64.
It does.
Watch out for those witches.
It's
There's
good water though.
Oh, I see. I think you're being cute.
I think that these like levels and all these environments look fine.
They look.
Like you,
All right.
like even like the worst stuff from an artistic standpoint. Even the worst stuff that I've seen so far is like,
G'day, Ty.
considering the year this game was made in, this could pass for photorealism.
Sometimes. This time,
Like this, like there are. I think there's like an
Oh,
Xbox
what is that fucking design?
that.
That's
okay.
a Coco. That's a Coco.
No, that's more like, what's her name?
That is not
PKC.
Tana. Or
Candy Kong.
That's,
Candy Kong,
that's
yeah.
mean.
I think the model is fine. I think the shading leaves something to be desired.
Just run up and punch
But
him.
at the same time, it is kind of the same thing of like, for a third-party game from this generation,
With this budget.
you could do worse for sure.
I'm pretty sure this is possible. Oh, look at how bad. Lid.
What?
Look up at the clear.
I like I was gonna say a minute
Okay,
ago.
let's try.
There's
something.
like there's an Xbox or Xbox 360 Turok game that is going for photorealism and probably doesn't do it as well as this.
Here, let me just see what. No.
That's probably just I assume that's just what it looks like.
So I assume that this game is going to have 3 main hub areas, each with 3 levels in it, which is a structure. It's kind of the Battle for Bikini Bottom, how that game is handled, where you got 9 main levels.
It's funny that Sunshine does not have that many levels.
No, it does
Only
not.
has 7 in total,
Yeah.
aside from the finale. That's less than half what 64 had.
Oh god. Oh.
It's crazy how almost every GameCube game feels unfinished.
Except Metroid Prime, mostly.
No.
Even Metroid
Prime.
Prime, even Metroid
I
Prime.
love Metroid Prime. But
Well,
then,
Metroid Prime
like,
doesn't feel unfinished until 85% of the way through. I'm like...
Like it still has the artifact hunt, even if it is probably one of the most finished feeling GameCube games. Like it still has that.
Oh, I think I fucked up the timing.
But like I've been talking with Andy, right? Like I played a little bit of Crystal Chronicles. I played Rogue Leader. I played fucking Universal Theme Park Adventure, and it's like
All games of equal quality.
I mean, like honestly,
Uh-oh.
honestly, as far as like mechanical
a
complexity
thud.
goes, like Rogue Leader is miles above those other games I mentioned, but honestly, in terms of like structure and budget and graphics, yeah, they kind of are all on the same page.
Wait, what is this fucking picnic basket?
Boo Boo Boy. You're blue
Hey,
now.
did you use this to get past the beetle or something? I don't know.
Oh no, it's another video game that borrows one of Jack and Daxter's worst elements, the timed power-ups.
Technically, that's a Mario 64 thing.
The wing cap,
Oh
the metal
god, does
cap,
it not
that's
respawn?
absolutely nothing compared to Eco or Haven Call of the King's projectile weapons.
Here's some free
Sometimes I think you just make video games off leg.
I don't. I've just played every video game because
Oh,
I'm
I'm
so
supposed
smart.
to bite them. Okay.
those pearly whites of yours.
So I did a thing I maybe shouldn't have recently
The bad guy.
related to video games. I told my friend to play Panel de Pawn, and the reason that may have been a mistake is because I'm worried she might get addicted to it.
Panel de Pawn,
That's
some
the-
good.
that's
That's
the-
Puzzle League, yeah. Tetris
Yeah.
Attack.
That's Puzzle League, Tetris Attack.
That's the best not Tetris 90s block-based puzzle game.
I actually enjoyed like Tetris is great, and I respect it. I actually like it more.
Completely
than Tetris.
get that opinion. It's
Yeah, this is even one of my like Eli. Oh, Tetris is not good. I would never say that. It just Tetris Attack, Panel de Pawn. That's just so good.
oh fuck, first death. Oh, you come out of the
Oh
outhouse.
my
and then-
god. No, that's awful.
That does seem actually something that would be in a fucking rare game, actually. Like that seems like a Conquer thing.
Yeah, I could see that.
Auntie, can I ask you a question?
yeah.
Can you get the eggs for the boomerang?
What? Can I get the eggs?
You get-
That's a good question. Let's test that. No.
No. All right.
But yeah, this game so far, I would put it firmly in all right. It's fine. I've played worse than this. I've also played better, but you know. You know what's funny? I think I brought this up earlier. They made the Wii PS2 version of Rogue Squadron from Studios. Not only was that the one that got ported to modern consoles and the Nintendo... Lid, we got a slide.
What?
Not only was that the one that got ported to modern consoles and the Switch, but is arguably the better version of the game.
Of what game?
Rogue Squadron. The Wii and PS2 are different games than the...
What are you
HD.
talking? I think
Or no,
you are
not Rogue
talking.
Squadron. Force Unleashed, sorry.
Okay, yeah, very very different Star Wars game.
Yes. Alright. Oh, No. 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 Oh. No. Not a fan. Not a fan of this. This is not a good slide.
It does not seem like a good slide.
It really isn't, Eli. Like,
See, right now it doesn't feel like you're controlling a character. It looks like you're like moving a cursor.
that's...
Here's
what-
you know what this doesn't look very good, but I will give them the benefit of no other game from this era could make a slide as good as Mario 64.
Battle for Bikini Bottom has pretty good slide levels, actually.
That's
What?
still not as. That's better than this, definitely, but not as good as Mario 64.
I think it's
What
good enough to
game-
justify having a whole world that is just slide.
Yeah.
I forget what game I was playing recently, but there's definitely a
Gobber.
platformer
Hold
from
on,
this
hold on,
generation.
hold on. Gobber. Gobber.
Is that his name?
No, that's what he said. That's what he called Ty. He's like, "Good day, Gobber." Like, mate, but
Hmm.
Oh, I think you said Culver.
no.
That's why I was like, is that why you pointed that at Andy?
I forget what game I was playing recently, but I definitely played a platformer from this era that had slides in it that were about as bad as that, despite the rest of the game being fine.
So the first level was so linear. Now it feels like, oh, I'm gonna have to come back to get all this stuff, and not that I want. Can you? Okay. Can I not?
Try the other, the other little notch there. You got up.
Yeah, this feels like you just going all over the place doing stuff. Like, it doesn't feel like that first level felt very Spyro clean. This felt much more like there's a bunch of pathways. Have fun finding your way through this.
I think that's a little mean to Spyro.
I hate the bite sound.
Get used to it. You're gonna be hearing it a lot.
Oh no.
It's a face.
Oh, is that what the...
It's a magnet. It draws eggs to you. Which is something that Spyro does by default, by the way. Just like to point that out.
Yeah, but I also feel like you don't have to be super precise with walking next to an egg to collect it.
And that's the kind of thing where, like...
I'm not saying it's difficult, I'm just saying that was a neat way of doing it.
There's already a little bit of homing on this, but yeah.
I don't think every video game needs to look at every video game and say, oh, this game did it that way, so that way's better, so let's do it always that way.
No, but stuff like breaking crates to get eggs, like, I feel like it should do what Spyro does and just say, well, you've got all...
Burn Venters in chat said... Okay, so we got some responses. I can't wait for Andy to meet Ty's brother. I'm excited. They will shut this game off after the first boss. No, I'm dedicated. We're gonna see this through the end.
I might not see it through the end.
Burn Venters said, I told my friends that we should get Culver's. They liked it. But that night I dreamt you told me to buy a firearm and enter a police station. That's good. That's good. And then Blue Spruce, I hope not. They need to complete this. Blue, I'm gonna finish this, and I'm gonna play 2. 3 seems. Because, okay, Eli, let me describe why 3 seems worse. Apparently that has this, but with way more combat rooms.
Boo.
Yeah, that's a boo, alright.
Also, I've played games that seem worse than this. Like, I'm not saying this is the worst ever made. I'm just saying this seems like one of the worst that you've streamed, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't know if I'm putting it in the upper half of games I've streamed, but it's...
I think I'd play this over Crash Bandicoot.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
I could maybe see... this seems better than Crash. But Andy, I'll say DMT1 seems better than this.
Maybe. Probably not, though. But maybe. Oh, we got one of the friends.
I feel one of the weird things. One of the weird things about
so if people just memory hold Twinsanity, no, I haven't compared Twinsanity to this yet because Twinsanity is good and might genuinely be better than this.
I've been playing, well, I guess it's probably been a few months now since the last time I actually made any progress in it, but I was playing Twinsanity kind of recently, and I was having a good time.
You also really like Traveler's Tale, so...
Yeah, for some reason.
Alright.
What was I saying before? Oh, I feel... This. I feel like the thing is, this game feels like it needs...
Oh, fuck you. There's 2 paths.
It needs more going on in it, but at the same time, almost every fucking platformer ever that's not made by, like, Nintendo or Sega has nowhere near enough going on. So it feels kind of unfair to say that.
We'll go this way this time.
Like, there's so many platformers that aren't made by one of the platformer companies where it's like, all you do is jump and attack, and that's it.
Yeah, say what you will about Spark 3, but at least it has the decency to be like combos and other things.
Well,
I'm sorry,
I mean,
Eli, not you.
That's because it's made by one person who clearly has the same opinions as us on platformers. And wants them to not just be games where you jump and that's it.
I would say this year was a pretty good year for platformers where you don't just jump in this. Like, even like the Pac-Man World remake was like, let's add a lot more good design to these bosses. I feel like this was a good year for people who expect platformers to not just be running.
I mean, I'm not even talking about just combat. I'm talking about just like platforming abilities other than you press A and your character moves up.
Maybe you get a
Like-
double jump if you're lucky.
Like a double jump or like something like Crash Bandicoot at least has like
Oh my
the
god, you get a
slide jump.
pie and that's your health.
Even if Crash Bandicoot has like very little in the way of like dynamism as
pick
far
up-
as like momentum.
What
and
is
speed,
this?
That's I don't like that. I don't like that.
It's not the worst turkey I've seen in video games.
It's down there though.
Is it supposed to be turkey? Because maybe
It's
some
probably
Australian-
some Australian pheasant they
Yeah.
got down there. Let me hit you.
But like that's the thing is there's so many games where it's like all they have is a basic jump that it feels mean to pick on this game too hard for having basic platforming mechanics, but it is still, you know, I wanna see better.
There's also the question of how much does this game quality differ if you go for 100% versus just playing it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you can't walk out of that fucker.
Andy, I know you like Odyssey like more than Meta Knight 2, but you wouldn't go for 100% of that. Like that'd be crazy, right?
I would probably do it once and then never again.
How much? Wait, what'd you say, Eli?
I'm asking Andy about like I know he likes Odyssey more than we do, but he still wouldn't 100% that, right?
I said I would do it once just to
Yeah.
try the moon levels, like the later ones, and then never again.
Well, you don't have to 100% to do those.
The thing is,
Aren't there some of them that require 100%? Like there's a third moon level.
There's a third one level. Does not
it
require
definitely, yeah, it definitely does not require 100%.
Okay, yeah, then I'm
not even close. Yeah.
Like
I did that.
The thing is, like, this is something weird about games, right? Like, I gave Mario Odyssey a lower star rating than Andy probably did, but I don't know if saying that he liked it more is necessarily accurate.
I gave that
And
game
I
a
have
10.
100% completed that game.
Well,
and
I
had a
didn't
great time doing
finish
it.
that game because I lost my
crazy.
I didn't finish that game because I lost my save file for it. So that's there it. I didn't finish it for reasons that are not entirely my fault. I will come back and definitely do it. I got to the Bowser world at least, the Japanese one, so I played most of it. Twin Sanity falls off halfway. It does, but it's so refreshing after Wrath of Cortex. I feel like I've heard a lot of people be like, oh, Twin Sanity was... I mean, when you look at how much cut content that game had, it could have been maybe the platformer of that gen if they had gotten to make everything.
Andy, when you say you got to the Bowser world, is that as far as you've ever gotten, or?
Yeah, because I haven't gone back and
You
played
never got to the moon?
it. No.
Oh.
Because I lost my save.
Well, alright. Part of the reason I complain I took 100% is that you have to... There's a lot of stuff that appears in all
No,
the
I know
levels.
that. I'm aware of what the game expect. Like, I'm expect that it pulls a Galaxy 2 again, but arguably even worse. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Mario games, every other Mario game aside from
That's rough.
arguably
What just
3D
happened
World
there?
has maybe too much content for no reason.
You see, that's something I've been thinking about. Ironically, I guess I don't know if ironically is the right word, but since I've been playing Gran Turismo 7 lately, is like, you know, honestly, if a game's core mechanics are good enough, I kind of don't care if it has quote unquote too much content.
I do because it's like I want to do only some of the post-game stuff, but not most of it, you know?
Well, like we've been saying, you don't need to do all of it to access, for example, the final moon level. Like, there's no real reason to do literally everything unless you just want the intrinsic...
Oh, Burn also had lost their Odyssey save. You know what, though, is probably my favorite level in Odyssey, Eli?
What?
Wood Kingdom.
Terrible music.
One of
Anyway,
the best
So
songs
cringe.
in the
it's a
series.
pretty good level, though. So there are 880 power moons in the game, and you need 500 to get to the last level.
Okay. Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying I wouldn't do all 880.
I love Donkey Kong.
However, there is a bonus for maxing out to 999, but to get that high, you need to get coins and buy the moons from the shops.
That's stupid.
It's a very minor bonus, though. I'm pretty sure it's literally just you go to a post-game spoiler alert area and something cool happens that you can take a screenshot of, and that's basically it.
So bragging rights.
Yeah, that's it. And that's sort of what I was saying, is that there's in a game like Mario Odyssey, there's pretty much literally there's no reason to 100%
Shivers.
other than because you want to.
Shivers.
Glue tongues off me back while I fill up my watering bottle.
No worries.
Thanks, Possum.
Oh yeah.
What's wrong with your face?
Oh.
Hit the boulders with your rang so
Like,
they
most
don't
of that character design is tolerable, but what is up with her face?
What is this? What
I
is
don't like
this?
this.
Oh, did I do it wrong? Was I supposed
Speaking of Haven Call of the King, you know what was the worst part of that game?
to this?
The turret sections.
Oh god.
Yeah, you're supposed to bounce the rocks.
I know, I figured that
hit
out,
them.
but I.
Scaly thieves took my watering bottle. Good thing I've got a backup.
This is dumb.
Oh, okay.
Almost there. Let's have another go.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Cause last time I fucked up at the beginning, so maybe.
Hit the boulders with your rang so they knock the blue tongues out of the way.
What the- This is some like Donkey Kong 64 shit.
It is.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god.
There we go.
This is kind of painful.
Now, Donkey Kong 64 is a game that I have fond memories of playing as a child, but it's not a good game.
Oh my
It is
god,
not-
this hit detection is so. You can only.
Those scaly thieves took my watering bottle.
It's not I don't even think the hit detection looks that bad. It's just that like the amount of time it takes for that rock to actually go where it's
Yeah.
heading is so long that it's like you need to do fucking trigonometry in your head to figure out when you're supposed
Yeah,
to
no,
throw
this
your
is
boom.
not a
away.
good section.
Not a good game.
I wouldn't say that. Oh.
Why did it hit that rock?
Oh, come on! Come on!
this is bad. This is really bad, honestly.
I want to try, because it's only 10 seconds is the thing. And there's no punishment. You don't even die for losing, which I respect.
I will
Andy
shortly.
loses a game for children. Where have you been for all of my streams? That's the theme of my stream.
I don't blame it. I don't blame you, Andy. They made the game bad.
Okay. 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 Oh, come on. Oh, come on!
As I said, they made the game bad.
Took my watering bottle. Good thing I've got a backup.
You know, the fact you don't die means they knew. That's why they don't take lives when you fail this. I like the sound they use for the rocket. That's
Hit the
true.
boulders with your rang so they knock the blue tongues out of the way.
Blue tongues feel less like a slur, by the way. Okay.
It's weird that there isn't like a terrible animated series to go with this.
You know they wanted one.
You know they did.
God damn it.
Those scaly thieves took my watering bottle.
I re-
Good Good thing I've got a backup.
I'd have called them Chazwazes.
Almost there.
Andy, you need to play more mid to bad games
I
on
do.
stream, because those are actually
Well,
entertaining.
The thing about this lid is that, like, for first year, I wanted to get through most of, like, a lot of the big priorities. This year, I'm gonna try and be more weird and experimental with what I play.
I do want you to play Pikmin.
I will.
I really want you to. I want your opinion on that.
There is an animated series. It's called Bluey. Lid, look up Bluey for me.
Do I have to?
Someone has to.
Did you say it's called Bluey?
Bluey. There we go.
Bluey, oh, it's a fucking Australian kids show.
Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this so much.
I don't even think it's about a Tasmanian tiger. It's about a blue healer,
Pop-Tart dogs.
an Australian cattle dog.
Let's have another go.
She has so many water bottles.
I'd say like give it a couple more times and then maybe move
Yeah,
on to
because I'm
something
getting
else.
close. It's just when they get to that final one that's bullshit.
It's
If you
just
do it, are you gonna feel
so-
satisfied? It's like bad.
It's so annoying that it's like you have the input latency of pressing the button, the amount of time it takes for your boomerang to hit the rock, the amount of time it takes for the rock to move, and trying to figure all that out with the distance of the enemy from the rock. It's just like this is not engaging gameplay. This is not an interesting challenge.
Oh, I have to kill that last guy. There we go.
Whew, thank goodness.
Thanks.
That wasn't too bad. That was like, what, 5-6 tries?
By the way, I found this at the creek. You want it?
Shoe ripper!
Well, I better get a move on. See you
Shut the
soon,
fuck
possum.
up.
I
Also,
think you walked away when I said this, Eli. But honestly, I think that character model is fine, except for the face.
You mean Ty?
No, the girl. The girl's face is the
Oh,
worst.
I mean,
fucking
they're
thing.
all bad.
Also, I was noticing in his vocal performance, the more I hear him, the more he sounds like he's doing Brian Drummond Sonic. But with Australian. So there is
It's
the...
insane
You
to
know-
me that there are several of these.
There's 4, yeah. I mean, that's more than Tack and the Power of Juju got. Which is probably good.
That's crazy, because Attack of the Power of Juju got a fucking TV show.
Well, that's because it was made directly by Nickelodeon.
What do you think came first? Did they
The TV show or
Yeah, did they want to make a game and made a show to go with it? Or did they want to make a show?
Well, the
made
show
a-
was like 2009, so I don't.
No.
Yes.
It could not have been that
the
late.
show was not 2009.
It was
I
2000.
saw that when I was.
I'm pretty sure it
Like-
was 2009, but I could be wrong. Lid, look it
Alright,
up.
let me look that up.
The
That's
video
not right.
game, the first video game was 2003. The show started. It started in 2007.
Okay, so I was
it ended
close.
in 2009,
Okay.
which is still too late. That
Yeah.
still
Okay, that's
feels
fucked
like it
up.
shouldn't be possible.
You know, that's what KG and Afune wanted. He couldn't have what Tack got.
I so badly wish we lived in the timeline where we could compare the Mighty Number 9 show to fucking whatever the Man of Action Mega Man cartoon was called.
We can at least compare Sonic Prime to that, if that's something.
No, that's not something.
Sonic Prime, I have heard people talk about it. It's fine. From what I hear, it's fine, but I'm not. I might watch it when the whole season is done, just because I'm deranged. Do I want to go back down there? Because I know... The thing is...
I've just been reminded that Tech and the Power of Juju was made by the Hogwarts Legacy devs.
Yes.
Oh
And
my
the Dragon
God.
Ball Z Sagas devs.
And
Wow.
the Off-Road Challenge for N64 devs. They
So
made
you're saying that this game's going to be very, very good.
something like that.
You know, if Bozo were here, she'd actually be meaner to this game than I'm being.
Absolutely. Because she doesn't like platformers. Bozo's dumb, so I don't have to listen to her opinions.
But you have to listen to mine because I'm smart. And always right.
I have to keep you on these streams long enough to get CJ on one of them with you.
What are you gonna pick CJ to be on? God, I can't even.
Anything that you're on, really. Like I would have no problem with CJ being on this.
I gotta be honest, Andy. This is the only stream of time I'm gonna do.
Damn.
I'm not coming back for a second stream of this.
I'm probably gonna do at least 3. And at least the sequel. Will you at least come back for the first stream of the sequel to see if it's better?
No.
Damn, that's a real hater. Then I probably will lie to you about what I'm doing on stream.
I like the only reason I haven't left now is because I want to be here for my good friend Andy, but I'm gonna have to stop
Eli,
watching.
Love has its limits.
Eli, you need to learn, like, I get not giving any time to video games you get are bad, but you, like, come on, man, you're just watching me play this.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I heard the sound effect. I don't think he's watching.
What's the one you even have? You're just hanging out with me.
Exactly. Now I can have a good time.
Yeah, so you can
There's
come
a lot
back
of-
for the second part.
There's a lot of animations in this game I think are pretty cool. Like, I like the jump. I like how Ty moves his arms.
Yeah, I don't want all of the collectibles, but I am just looking for, like, more of them.
Like when you start moving back down after a jump and the boomerangs sort of like go up like that, I like that. That's a nice.
By the way, to the person who bought this for Andy, I am sorry that I'm being a little shit right now, but
Oh, and he does a little flutter as he gets close to the ground.
Well, then who am I going to get to replace Eli?
I mean, I'll be here for the rest of tonight, but that I won't be for the other stream.
Do you really need anyone to replace Eli? I mean, if you can get Cole and Bozo on the show, they can just talk, and that'll just be the show.
I'm irreplaceable.
This is true.
Yeah, I mean, who else would I get to be wrong about Spark the Electric Gesture 3? Because all my other friends either are correct or haven't played it.
I can admit I was being too harsh on that. I don't think I'm being too harsh on this.
I think it's very funny though, just making fun of, like, I think also, Eli, I would just like to point this out. When you DM'd me like, oh, I was nice and didn't complain about the game on stream when in Twitter, like that was a serious response. I was plotting like, okay, yeah, but I was already trying to figure out how to get CJ on stream in DMs. So it's like, oh, he doesn't even know. For context, Lid, I know you've probably figured it out, but CJ is Eli's bozo.
Oh. Those are some words you just said.
Except he likes platforms.
Oh, let me tell you what CJ did the other day.
I'm excited.
He sent me pictures of attractive men, but with the Navi avatar filter on.
He's so smart.
What version of DirectX does this game use?
I don't fucking know. Oh.
Where are Chrome Studios from?
Australia, I assume.
Yes, obviously Australia.
Because if they're not, this is a problem. You can't make this game if you're not actually Australian.
They are Australian.
Okay.
I just wait. Wait.
Lid,
You know who else is from Australia in terms of game development is Team
Wait.
Cherry,
What?
who
Lid?
makes Hollow Knight.
What?
I have seen words that I give me a second. I need to do some research.
Oh, I'm excited.
Let's you and me race, bro.
Oh no, is this a slide race? Yes, it is. Fuck you.
I
Jake.
gotta see this horse shit.
Fuck you. Oh, I'm so mad.
Andy,
Yes.
do you know what else Chrome Studios made?
Oh no. What else did they make?
They made The Legend of Spyro.
That's right. Yes, they did. This is probably
You
better
know-
than those games.
You know, even so, not gonna lie, I keeping in mind that commercial,
Yeah, these.
I think they deserve that. They deserve that. They can do that.
So you want to try?
What do you mean?
They earned that. They earned making the commercial with the
That's
characters
true. Those
in the
games at least
hospital.
seems like they got.
Even though, like, at the time in 2002 or 2003 or whatever, it's like okay, that's corny. Like, knowing that they actually did make 3 Spyro games is like,
The last Spyro games before Skylanders.
yeah, they can say that.
Imagine if Chrome Studios got to make a Sonic game one day.
No. Mm-mm.
I do not want to imagine that.
I feel like Legend of Spyro is something that people younger than us care about. Like, people who are like...
I mean, there are people who care about this.
Legend of Spyro is like I had friends in middle school who were into it, and I was like, that looks lame.
No one can beat the Andy Man.
Fuck you!
If you could imagine.
Fuck you! No! I am insulted. I am being personally attacked.
By me or by the video game?
By
So you want
his
to
name
try
is
it,
Andy.
huh? You're
Oh no!
The beaver's name is Andy.
I think he's a wombat, but yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
Because remember, marsupials in Australia.
Nah, he just has like.
Did you know that Crash
beaver
Bandicoot was
energy.
originally going to be a wombat? Sony or Universal tried to push Crash Bandicoot to be a wombat with an incredibly stupid name. I forget what it is, but it was...
Wacky the Wombat, what is it?
I think it might have been, like, worse than that. Could you look it up, Lid?
You said Universal tried
Yeah.
to make a Wombat game?
No, they tried to make Crash have a stupid wombat name. That's different from Crash Bandicoot. Alright, there we go.
Oh, that was way before Universal was involved with the series, I think.
Oh, okay. Because Universal, I thought, was installed from day one.
Next time I'll beat
They
That
mocap-
seems were they? I thought that was later.
They mocapped Andy for this. Shut up. Shut up, Stub. Alright, is that... I got 5 of the 7. That's enough. I go find that exit level. Oh, there's... Oh, that's...
Oh, I guess, yeah, it was. It was, I guess. Willy the Wombat.
Yes. And then they imagined some British kids on the PS1 one. Want to play some Willy, mate?
I could have sworn Universal didn't step in until fucking Wrath of Cortex. But
No. Well,
They
that
were
was when
there since-
Sony stepped out and they gave it to Activision. But yes.
They were there since the beginning for both Crash and Spyro.
Yep. Where's the exit portal? Oh, I think it's further back.
Universal
Butch Hartman
Interactive-
did the design for what? Hold on. Is that a joke or something?
What?
I'm assuming it is, but they said something about Bush Hartman doing the design, and I'm like, wait, what?
For this?
Maybe, I don't know.
I can see
Oh, they
that.
show you on the map where the other ones are. I'm not going for them, because I already have... How many do I have? I have 5 out of 8. That's good enough. I got a majority. Alright, let's check out the final World 3.
Universal Interactive stopped
Oh, look at
making
that
games in
platypus. Where the
2003.
Barrier reef
Oh, no.
full of beautiful fish and
Isn't it weird how Universal Interactive seemingly had nothing to do with Universal Studios Theme Park Adventure?
if you know
That is
how.
interesting. Mitch Hartman did the design of Wally E. Wombat. Oh, that's funny.
Is Monster Force for GBA a good video game?
I've good question. I don't know.
I
Oh, I
just
kinda
remember
like this
seeing-
track.
I just remember seeing ads for it when I was a baby. And I don't know if it's worth checking out.
Hold on, can I not swim or something? Or what the hell? Look at this doggy paddling he's doing.
That's silly.
Oh, if I hit on the chair.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger is a funnier character than we've ever had before. I like, you know, this, is this a level or a hub area?
This is a
I
level.
stopped watching for a little bit. I like this. This is cool.
Yeah,
this
it's,
is cool.
it's nice to have a level that's like, here's civilization of some kind.
I like bouncing on pool chairs. That's, epic. Bouncing on pool, you know, that's the thing. More video games need to have things like that, where it's just like a simple, imaginative, you know, like you feel like the elasticity of a pool chair, and you go like, imagine if you could bounce on this.
It makes you really feel like a pool chair.
Eli, you're mean. Why are you such a meanie?
Because he doesn't like this game.
I don't think I would like this game that much either, but like I can at least look at things that it's doing and go like, oh, someone had an idea.
See you again.
G'day, Rex. You saved anyone today?
Funny you should say that.
Why is he
Went for
wearing...
a bit of a swim out near Danger Spike?
Danger
Oh,
spot.
that's a
Where's
platforming
that,
level.
Rex?
Giant
It's a
spiral
nice little
mountain.
spot, not too far
Spiral
from
Mountain, where have I heard those words before?
Well, anyway, she
That
had an
really
excellent
does look
swimmer,
like
but
Spiral Mountain
she
from
doesn't come home yet.
Banjo-Kazooie.
We're starting to get a bit worried.
Struth.
Struth.
Come on, lifeguard.
Is that guy a platypus?
Yes.
Well,
That's pretty
good,
epic.
mate, but-
Platypuses are good.
Tell you what.
Actually, the plural is platypi.
Shut up.
Press the bite button to dive, then tap the jump button to start swimming.
Okay. Wish me luck.
Alright.
By the way, those boomerangs of
Is that a platypus wearing a propeller beanie?
Yes.
I got a present
Without the-
to fix that.
I think it's supposed to be a swimmer cap, but it's colored like one.
I found them in an old shipwreck years ago.
Look at those reflections. Do you think those were in the console version?
You
I'd
can
hope
dive
so.
under the water and grab 'em.
That would be crazy. That would actually be crazy for like 2003.
Okay. No more doggy paddle. Oh wow, yeah, no, you can really... I should have done this level second.
The aquarangs work like
The
regular.
thing is, like I was saying earlier,
Use them underwater.
like part of me goes like, no, those must be a modern edition. But part of me is like, well,
So keep an eye
at
on your
480p,
Yeah, thanks.
yeah, they probably could do
Use
that.
the aquarang to hit this switch. It'll open the shark door so you can be on your way.
Oh boy. I wonder why there's a shark door. Okay, how are we doing?
How are the swimming controls? Because I know that's a point of contention for many platformers.
They're definitely slower, but not that bad so far. We'll see how it goes when I have to do an actual level. Oh,
Do the fish actually swim away?
yes. Take that, Call of Duty
Whoa!
Ghosts. trying to collect eggs underwater is not great.
Hmm. Why did your boomerang... Why?
You've learned how to
It does
swim.
not look like your
Use
boomerang
those
is
egg rays.
moving where you're
With a bit
aiming
of practice, you'll
underwater.
be a champion
Shut
swimmer
up.
just like me.
Here, Beauty.
This is my good mate.
Oh.
She'll show you the way to danger, Spike.
I don't like those
Good luck,
seahorse with fucking
Hey, Ty.
those
You
eyes.
can swim faster by tapping the jump button to gain speed. Let's go find out.
Hold on, let me.
This is a little weird.
Oh, that is much faster. Oh wow. Wow, that's fast.
That actually looks cool.
It's maybe a little too fast. But...
It's definitely the kind of thing where like I would need to know how it actually feels with a controller in my hands, but just looking at it, it looks cool.
Can I? Thank you.
I like steel drums. I think they're kind of just a good instrument.
Ty, do you or Lid? Do you remember like those like worm head like collectible toy figures from the early 2000s?
Do you have a what do you know what they were called?
That's why I'm asking. I said it in such an awkward way, it's because I don't. But they had a face that reminds me of Ty's side mouth. Wait till the swimming race. Oh no. I guess we might not be doing all of the races.
I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I tried searching on the Google. Nothing here is looking anything like Thai.
They might be
I don't know
thumb
what you're talking
themed.
about.
I don't know.
Does anyone remember Knack Knack?
Is that like the sequel to that?
No, they were like these little. I don't even know. I'm just gonna find a picture and post it in stream chat because there's no other. I can't explain it. Fuck PlayStation. Fuck you and your fucking shitty beat 'em up. I can't even Google what Knack Knack is because it's all just Knack the video game now.
That's why I made the joke.
Wait.
Okay. I'm finding some pictures, but I need to find one that actually demonstrates what the point is. Okay, I found the way that it's supposed to be spelled.
I should invite Ty on these streams. Like my co-host.
Knack Knack. They're little stackable figurines. They have
Oh
little.
god, that's a mine.
They have little fingers and
Oh,
toes
God,
so
I'm
that they can
trying.
interlock.
Okay, it feels good when you go in a straight line, but once you have to turn, it's like not great.
Oh, that's bad. It's a shame because, like, just looking at it, it reminds me a lot of Majora's Mask swimming, but knowing that it actually doesn't feel as good is
Yeah, the Majora's Mask swimming is great.
It's very disappointing to know that it actually does not handle that well.
Lid, do you think you'll try this game?
I feel like it's basically inevitable because I'm a weirdo who tries and acquires a lot of old video games. I would probably play this on console and be potentially even more disappointed than you are now.
Remember Mighty? I think that's what. I think it's. Let me look at Mighty Beans, but I think that's what reminds me of Ties.
Oh, Mighty Beans. I remember those.
Let me look and yes, I think those are what like. No, it's not those. It's not those. They're still around. There's Fortnite brand Mighty Beans.
Did they make Pokemon Mighty Beans?
Into the cage.
Is
What are
this a-
those?
is
Mighty
this-
Beans?
They're just some dumb fucking toy from the early 2000s. They're just a plastic bean that has a weight in them, so they kind of flip around. But I'm looking at I'm looking at a Mudkip and an Azumarill, and I'm not sure if these are official or if they're just like fan made.
God damn, this is not great. How do I get the gates?
I think they actually did make the Pokemon Mighty Beans. What does eBay have to say?
I might be a little stuck. Okay, we're good.
Do you think should I get a Mudkip Mighty Bean for $6.50?
Oh,
To be clear, that's $6.50.
what did that camera just do?
I don't know. I wasn't looking at Discord. What did the camera just do?
It like went out to the entire map. I don't know.
So now you're playing like a sim game?
Yeah, I don't know. Can I boomerang? Do I need? Oh, I need to get on this. Okay.
I hate first-person aiming in these kinds of games.
It's not that bad. Wait.
Yeah, it's never that good.
I feel like Mario 64 had the right idea where it's just like a tool for you to get your bearings, but once you ask me to shoot things, no, don't do that. In an adventure game like Zelda, it makes a little more sense because the game overall is like
Yeah, I was gonna say
slower.
I don't really mind that in Zelda.
But in a platformer where the whole idea is moving around, no. I like the little crabs on the beach.
They're nice.
I'm starting to think that some of these effects, these reflections and stuff, are new. Just looking at the way that the reflections change relative to the camera, they seem much more like modern screen space stuff. I don't think maybe they could have, but I don't think they would have done it on console back in the day. Isn't it crazy to think that the Dreamcast and the original Xbox were the same console generation?
Yes.
That
Technically.
is crazy.
The fucking original Xbox has, like...
That
let me see.
technically Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Unleashed were in the same console generation.
Shut up. That's like on a technicality because there was more than one version of the game.
Yeah, I know, but it's still technically true.
But like, I don't want to go look up the actual numbers, but like basically, the original Xbox, the fucking number of floating point operations the GPU could do compared to the Dreamcast was like something like it was between 10 and 20 times as many.
Yeah, good. And what about you?
Which doesn't, in the real world, doesn't necessarily translate to 10 to 20 times as good graphics, but
Isn't he a sweetheart?
it's a big difference.
Home so he stops fretting.
Righto then.
By the way, I found this on the way. Want it?
I feel like even some of the bad character designs in this game could work a lot better if they weren't like shaded so darkly and weirdly. Oh my gosh! Oh, look out! Like, oh my gosh, that is actually like looking out into the distance, even though like it's obviously just like a skybox. That's kind of breathtaking, honestly. This feels kind of silly right here.
If it works, it works.
That's true. You got the collectible, so you know. I still hate that biting is an attack.
It's a thing for the entire trilogy, I believe.
Why not just hit stuff with your boomerangs? It's like how I posted the other day. I don't like how Mario punches in Mario 64. It's actually probably the single worst thing about that game. I don't like when Mario does violence.
What about when he throws a penguin off?
Okay, when you have wide
okay?
open areas, the swimming does feel pretty good.
Throwing a penguin off the cliff is completely up to the player and is just kind of a consequence of various systems, you know. Violence there is more of a theoretical concept than an innate property of the action of putting down a penguin.
Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Whereas punching, you know, punching is pretty unambiguous. I don't like punching. Don't make Mario a punch.
The OST bangs. It's decent so far. I don't know if I'd say it bangs, but it, you know. Right now, I'm mainly just looking around for stuff to get, because you want to try and at least get most of the level in your platform.
Have you only got one geode in this level?
Yeah. I mean, that's just collectathon tradition.
I mean, it just seems like you've been here a while. Like it's not even as like a knock against you being bad at games, but just like I feel like you would have stumbled upon one.
Well, because I did
Or
the
the
linear
time
main
dimension,
path, and
that's
now
why.
they want you to explore the side paths.
What are those gold wheels that you've been collecting? What are they for?
The gold wheels? I'm not.
When you like glided off the mountain, you picked.
Oh
one.
yeah,
What are
I
those?
forget what those are for.
Oh, good. That's a good sign.
I haven't had the game tell me to use them or anything, so. Okay, we gotta get swimming. Okay, this isn't. That shark just teleported. Fuck you. That's where I started. Okay.
You know what this game reminds me of a little bit, but it's not quite as garish, but it does kind of remind me.
What?
Serious Sam 2.
I could see it. Fun fact, that game probably had more money than this did.
Really?
Yeah. Well, serious. Okay, I got up here. What do you want me to do? Like.
Well, you see, I guess considering this game was 3 years later, like, yeah, I could see it, but it's still like. Really?
Oh, there's a button down there. Okay.
Serious Sam 2 was published by 2K.
Yeah, that's why the main reason. Okay, so I hit the button. Is there anything up there now?
Wait, what? Wait. It was like one of the first games published by 2K. It was the same year that 2K was founded.
And then they immediately were like, we're never working with you again.
Damn.
What does that button even do? Because I press it and nothing happens.
You know what's another thing I was thinking of while playing Gran Turismo 7?
What?
And I just thought about this because I was looking at some of the earlier games that 2K published. Back in the day, you could make a racing game that was just Ford.
Yeah.
You could make a racing game that was just Volkswagen Beetles.
Well, of course, that's one of the best N64 games.
Nowadays, it's like, if you want to make any game about cars, you better have every fucking car.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a way to, like, warp somewhere. Okay, so I apparently missed one on top of the mountain, so... I'll probably do whatever the first boss is after this and then call it. Because I feel like the first 3 worlds are enough. Oh yeah, I didn't climb up here.
Look at that. Look at all that stuff in the distance.
Yeah. Oh, just that? That's all that's up here? I would, okay, let me...
Andy, I really just have to ask, as someone who is only watching and not playing this game, do you know what all the different collectibles do?
No.
Do you know, like, the little guys in cages? Do you have any idea what they do?
No.
Do you have any idea what the gold cog?
Well, I think you get I think for the little guys in cages, if you collect all of them, you get one of the gems.
But do you have any idea what the gold wheel cog thing?
They told me, but I don't remember.
Do you have any idea what collecting the geodes does?
Those are your stars.
Well, but like, what does that unlock more levels?
I
Is it
assume
just
that
pure
unlocks
progression?
the boss. There's a thing in the hub world that I think I need to collect a certain.
So it unlocks the boss.
Yeah.
Or whatever the main gate.
Yeah, it unlocks progression.
Okay, so we know what that does, but like, that's, you know.
And the wallabies are just find 5 in a world. So. Oh, come on.
I don't like these sharks.
No, they're
too big.
assholes. They're fucking, and they fucking fly over to where you are.
In like Banjo-Kazooie or something, it's like, okay, the shark is there as a constant, like, hey, don't go in the water thing. But this is like, hey, you are supposed to be in the water actually though. So why
was that a?
What is happening right now?
Oh, it's spitting me out backwards. That's fine. I wanted to make.
Oh, you found a guy.
I did. Because right now I'm just exploring to find more gems. Because you gotta get it. I don't need to get all of them, but I do want to at least get above half the things in every world. Like, if I play Mario 64, I need to get at least 4 stars in every hub.
I don't know that I necessarily have that rule. I just go, you know, as many as I want, I guess.
Yeah, I just do the ones that sound fun.
I want to at least experience most of the content every time I play through a game.
I mean, it makes more sense for a game that you haven't played before, where you don't already have an idea.
It's less true on replay. You're right, yeah. You know, for a map called the Great Barrier Reef, there is not a lot of coral. There's like some.
Yeah, there's just like those tiny ones coming out of that wall. Those corals aren't even underwater. What's the deal? What were they thinking?
What were they thinking?
Uh-oh. Okay.
Just wait, hold on. What did I? Is his ground pound a bite?
Yes.
That
Oh, dear.
I don't like that.
My sweet little angels have wandered off exploring. Now I can't find them anywhere. Please, can you help me?
What kind of creature is this?
It's a seahorse.
Is it?
Yes.
Where's its face?
Well, it's like one of the ones that like is disguised itself to look like kelp. There's another wallaby. Lee, don't you like that some things can only be broken open with the bite?
Is that real?
Yeah.
I don't like that, actually.
It's not even that bad, it's just a thing that it does. And this game.
What was with the early 2000s and stereotypical Australia? Like, we got a lot of that in Finding Nemo, too. And there were definitely...
Crocodile Dundee, which was more 90s and 80s, but Kangaroo Jack, the entire career of Steve Irwin. Australia was in the air for some reason.
Madagascar had some Australian in it, right?
I think
Honorary Australian.
Oh, there's one of the little parts. Oh my god. There are 8 of those.
That sure is a scrimblow sound if I've ever heard.
Woohoo!
I like that they have a very clear, unmistakable glow to them.
That is nice.
Isn't it crazy how, like, a very good chunk of early 3D stuff kind of just looks like VeggieTales? Like, I'm just looking at, like, the trees and stuff in this level, and I'm like, yeah, that looks like VeggieTales. You know what I will say as a compliment, though? Luigi's Mansion 3 has some VeggieTales energy in a good way.
Oh, fuck. Let me go. Let me go. Thank you. Wait, is that... Oh, no. When they eat you, all the fucking... Wait, what?
Do they? I think they're just following you in a trail. I
Yeah,
don't think you're actually dropping them Sonic 3D Blast style.
Yeah, I think that's what it... Okay, let's go through the eels.
This is a pretty expansive level for PS2 game.
Honestly, it's a little too big.
Yeah, I mean, the bigger levels, the better in a platformer.
I mean, I'm not saying that it is the best thing I've ever seen. It's just the scale is impressive, you know, especially for a third-party developer. It's not quite as impressive as Haven Call of the Kings, you know, massive fractal planets or whatever, but you know.
What the hell is this game you're talking about?
It's the game that Traveler's Tales made that did so poorly that they had to make a Lego game, and the rest is history. It was supposed to be their like big game. They like trademarked a genre for it, the freeformer, and it's basically. I wrote a fucking essay-length review on it Backlogged if anyone gives a shit. But basically, from most people's accounts, it's basically a Jack and Daxter ripoff that has too many different gameplay types, and inexplicably, it has a huge multi-planet consistent world that's basically like if you tried to do No Man's Sky on the PS2.
That's odd. That's an odd game.
And originally they were going to make a sequel to it, but the first one did so bad that they made Lego Star Wars instead, and now Traveler's Tales has done nothing but Lego games forever.
Wow, you know what? Actually, once you get a hang for it, this is actually kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can just keep going.
Was that weird sound that just happened one of the seahorses?
Yes.
Where are the others?
That's annoying. I don't like that the game does that. I don't like that the game makes it so if you go back to the NPC who gave you the objective and you don't have everything, they go, hello? Where's the rest of it? It's just like, that's evil almost.
Oh wow, you get.
Are you gonna get other things?
Apparently.
Haven Call of the King is honestly like pretty impressive in the sense that it does have such a big world in addition to not having loading screens at all after the title screen.
All right, let's see how bad this underwater race goes.
But it has a lot of problems.
Oh god, he's so fast. Oh god.
Yeah, you have not sold me on it.
Oh yeah, I would never try to sell anyone on Haven Call of the King. Like it is definitely it's not
Jesus.
it's not like a hidden gem or anything, but it's very interesting.
Ready to try again? I'll go easy on you this time.
Please do. God, he is not going easy on you.
This seems like it demands a mastery that the game should not expect yet. I don't think any of these are counting because you missed like the second ring.
No, it did not, and I'm not going back. So.
And that second ring is like rough. The fact it's positioned like way too high. It requires like you missed it again. It requires way too much correction after entering the water.
Just fucking win already, please.
You've got to keep inside the course, okay?
I love Superman 64.
That's basically what this is.
It's kind of crazy how was Superman 64 like as much of a meme in like 2002 or 3 or whatever as it was even just a few years later?
Good question.
Because there were so many games from the early 2000s that were just doing this, Haven Call of the King being another example, where it's like, they must not have known. They must have thought this was okay.
Star Fox did it.
You've got to keep inside the course.
Oh,
What did it?
Star Fox did it, so it's fine.
Okay, no, come on. Star Fox handles rings in a completely different
I mean,
way.
in the tutorial.
Well, but that's the tutorial, you know.
You know, I've never played a Star Fox.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking...
Honestly, I think Andy's gonna disagree with me hard on this. I say this as someone who doesn't think Star Fox Zero is even that bad. I think it's completely okay for you to ignore this franchise completely.
Lid, I mostly agree with you.
Damn! Oh no!
I think
Oh,
64
no.
is cool for what it is and worth playing, because it is probably one of the better first-party N64 games, but it's not, like, great or anything. It's still, like... Star Fox's best is, like, an 8. Star Fox 64 would be a 9, if not for the all-range mode levels.
Like, honestly, I want to try Star Fox Adventures because I like
Assault.
weird games. Real quick, I saw that. I saw the camera zoom out that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
That is weird. But I want to try Star Fox Adventure.
No, it's not. The all-range levels suck in 64, but the rest of it's good.
Is that because you like Crystal very much?
I don't hate her, you know.
You know
To be
what's
frank-
funny, Lid?
Well, hold on. Let me finish my thought before I forget it. I want to try Star Fox Adventures, but like my current opinion on the series as a whole is honestly, the original Star Fox is like a very historically important and a crazy tech demo, but the entire rest of the series is mid at best.
I would say 64 is better than...
I mean, in terms of gameplay, it's a flat-out improvement probably, but it's not as
No,
technically
I would say it's better
interesting.
than mid. Like, I would say it's flat good.
You've got to keep inside the
I hate
course,
this
okay?
fucking...
But what were you gonna say?
Ready to try again? I'll go with...
Oh, apparently Star Fox Command is one of the worst written video games ever made. That's the DS one.
On one hand, I could believe it because I don't exactly think the Nintendo DS was the place to go for good games writing.
No,
But-
there's a lot of it, and it's all...
Oh, there's
I hate this fucking race so much.
You see, earlier you said that like once you got a hang of it, it was more satisfying. But watching you play it, it seemed like the reason for that was that
Yeah, you could just
This-
go.
yeah, you could just go. It seems like this is like very sensitive and good for like wide turns, but for the
Yes.
small adjustments that this is asking for,
You've
no.
got to keep inside the course, okay?
You gotta fucking kill yourself, mate.
Ready to try again? I'll go easy on you this time.
I really hope 2's better. That's where we're at right now.
This is how many how many geodes have you not found yet in this level? Like this is bad enough that you've only
Yeah.
like this is bad enough that like if this was the only thing you had left, I would definitely
Oh yeah.
skip it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But,
But it's
but
I have...
Ready to try again?
we don't know how much is here. You've only found one. I don't know. Is the rest locked behind this? I don't know. I don't know how this game's structure works.
Well, I could get the Seahorse one, and I can get the Collect 300, and I can climb the Wallabies, but that's... kind of time-consuming. Oh god, look at that. That's so mean. Come on.
Why'd they put it all the way over there? Without any kind of indicator that you should be moving further to the left.
Oh god. And there's no restart mission button.
You see, Mario 64 has these kinds of go through the hoops sections, but it's always you just got to go through 5 of them, and they always respawn from the same place.
Yep.
When you have like, go through like 30 of them, and you have to go through them in this order, from this point A to point
Do you
B,
have to climb
and
the whole
you also
line?
need to be faster than this other character who's doing the same thing.
Yeah, this is climb through rings and also race Koopa the Quick. Oh wait, hold on.
What do you think about the Koopa the Quick race in Tiny Huge Island?
Fuck the wind.
I feel like it's not terrible.
Wait,
but...
hold on. The
you
dream
might
is real.
actually, you're gonna do it.
Yeah, because he sucks on land, but is good in the water. That makes sense.
On one hand, I don't think that race against Koopa the Quick is like that bad, but I do think it is just a little too demanding, you know?
Did we make it? Did we make there? Yep. We did it.
The dream is real.
You
You
fair
little
dinkum
ripper.
beat me.
You fair dunkum beat me.
They sure is.
So true.
Greg is offline, said you didn't drop the link in the tweet. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to go to Twitch. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
Gee, thanks, mate. Cool.
Well, you know where my Twitch is. Okay, we have 2 of these. We gotta get more.
Speaking of which, Andy, I have not retweeted your stream. Wait, what the fuck?
I did that immediately. Just saying.
Well, I was gonna say, I thought he didn't tag me, because I didn't get a notification, but I think that's just because I don't know how to use Twitter.
I think it's because you were on the wrong account.
Or you can blame Elon.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna blame Elon. I'm blaming Elon. You know what Elon did? Elon made it so all my accounts were switched to top tweets instead of chronological.
That definitely would do something.
And I hate you, Elon Musk. You're bad. Go away, please.
Let me. Oh, can I hold on? Can I? Oh, you can't jump when you're on there. Okay. Yeah. How do I get over there?
I feel like even the people comparing Elon to like a forum admin in the early 2000s are being like actually too charitable.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Andy, have you seen Cat Icarus's Spyro video?
I've seen parts of it. Why do you ask?
Because I think we were talking about these games like a week or two ago. Apparently, one of the GBA isometric Spyro games is very bad, and the other one is good.
Oh, that's funny.
So
Isometric platformer, I'm not sure about that.
I was already wanting to check out both of them because I played them as a kid, but now that I know that one of them is like a clear step up, I'm much more curious. And of course, I think Sonic 3D Blast is actually one of the best quote-unquote 3D, because obviously it is sprites, it's not really 3D. But I think it's one of the better 3D Sonic games, so, you know, I am the isometric platformer defender.
You can be over there on that island. I'm the isometric platformer
I will
hater.
be very happy. I will be very happy on my little island with my little tree that occasionally bears fruits in the form of
I hope a coconut
isometric
falls on your head.
That's me. Don't be
Yeah,
mean
that
to
is
me.
me.
I even said that I would stay on my island, and you still wished death upon me.
Like, how do I get to those platforms over there?
What do you think about the Shining RPGs?
Shining Force?
And the rest. Shining Soul, Shining
Based
Resonance
on the movie,
Refrain.
I'm only
based on
sort
the
of
movie The
familiar with
Shining.
Shining Force.
Those.
No, not based on the movie, silly goose.
I'm only familiar with Shining Force, but I've heard there's some of the better SNES era, like 16-bit strategy RPGs.
I have only ever played Shining Soul, which is like the Diablo style one.
Weird.
Shining Resonance Refrain, which is I think still the newest one, is like always on sale. And I don't know if that series is worth checking out.
Wasn't like not Treasure? What's the Golden Sun developers?
Camelot.
Is that level 5? Oh,
No.
Camelot, yes.
Yeah, Camelot, I believe, made Shining Force 1 and 2.
I think they made more. Yeah, I'm looking at. I'm on their Wikipedia now. They made Shining in the Darkness, Shining Force,
Wait, how
Shining
did you
Force
get over
Gaiden,
there?
Sword of Hagia, Shining Force 2, Shining Force CD, Gaiden, Final Conflict, Shining Wisdom for the Sega Saturn, and then and Shining the Holy Ark, and then they made Everybody's Golf, and now they just make Mario Golf.
I'm sorry.
Truly, golf for everybody.
The People's
In our
Golf.
Okay, I was just looking at this earlier today, actually. Apparently, Everybody's Golf PS4's online got shut down.
That's weird.
Well, I mean, the game is like more than 5 years old, and PS5 is out now.
I'll be right
Who
back.
cares
I'm
about
gonna
golf
make sure
game?
my dogs don't check on them to make sure they use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okie doke. But like, isn't it crazy how Mario Golf and Everybody's Golf are actually the same, and the skeleton of the game comes from the same company, and PlayStation and Nintendo just kind of have the same golf game. Oops. Anyway, please, Nintendo, please, let Camelot make a real video game. Let them make something that's not golf. Please? Please?
You know what's neat?
Hmm.
In Pikmin 1, blue Pikmin who are not currently being controlled, if they're in the water, will save drowning non-blue Pikmin.
That is cool. I like when video game characters are friends.
Yeah.
What do you think about Pikmin 3 compared to the rest of the series?
I think Pikmin
I'm
3 is
back.
probably the best of the series. The
Whoa.
only problem is it's too easy.
I like easy. I like when game easy.
It almost seems like enemies are going out of their way not to try to not kill your Pikmin sometimes. But it's an immaculately designed game.
I might actually play it this weekend.
I really would recommend the whole series. I'm, playing Pikmin 1 as we speak right
Which
now.
cheaper, the GameCube or Wii release?
Oh, that's. I feel like the answer is definitely the Wii, but I will check.
Pikmin 2, the GameCube, I think might be cheaper.
I wouldn't know.
Because that got a really short print.
Pikmin 1 GameCube is $75. Pikmin 1 Wii is $50. What the fuck? Pikmin 2 GameCube is $123.
Damn.
Pikmin 2 Wii, $86. Still cheaper, somehow. Pikmin 3 Wii U, $15.
That is
Pikmin-
not surprising.
Pikmin 3 Nintendo Selects Wii U, $13.
Now where's that fucking seahorse? Because I got all of them.
By the way, Pikmin 3 is an example where actually no, the Switch version is definitely it's like a lot of Wii U ports got like Wii U games got Switch ports where it's just like a minor upgrade. Nah, this is just better experience.
Aww. I don't want to pay $60 for a better experience.
You could emulate it.
No, I couldn't. You know, even if in the literal sense I could, I'm a true gamer. I need to give the big corporation my money.
Or rental shops. Or used game stores.
Those don't exist anymore. There used to be one literally like 2 blocks north of here. And it's gone now.
That sucks.
It especially sucks because when it closed down, I was broke. And if I had money, I definitely would have bought the things that they were liquidating. That is true, though, that a lot of the Wii U ports were not great, like Mario 3D World, where they ruined everything, and everyone just kind of took it at face value and was like, yep, this is just what Mario 3D World always was.
Lid?
It definitely wasn't what it always was, but for me, did not ruin it, I wouldn't say.
Lid, did you watch Someone Call Me Johnny's Returns and Tropical Freeze video?
No.
Apparently, he's like, New Funky Mode is by far the best thing in any of the retro Donkey Kongs, because you get to play as, have all 4 of the Kong abilities, and fucking speedrun blitz through these levels, and it feels really good and satisfying.
Honestly, I wonder if that's true, because I honestly, I don't know if I don't think we've really talked about it in depth before, but I'm not the biggest Tropical Freeze fan.
I know you aren't, and neither was he, so that's why I bring it up. Maybe that'll help be the thing of, like, hey, it's like Tropical Freeze, but you can kind of sort of play it more like a chaotic, like DKC2 is Diddy Kong, and just speed roll and fucking rush your way through everything instead of slow, herky-jerk movements.
Maybe.
No,
granted, I don't think you should pay $60 for it, but, you know.
Here's the thing. I want to finish Donkey Kong Country Returns. I have my 3DS next to my bed again now. For a while, I was just keeping it in the living room, but I have it next to my bed now. It's my new... I say new, right? But not the right word, really.
You're current.
It's when I'm about to go to sleep, if I want to play a game, that's the system now. I want to try to finish Donkey Kong Returns before I play Tropical Freeze again. And then, you know, we'll see.
Because Returns is, I think, worse.
What? I didn't hear you.
What?
You got cut off.
Oh, I said I think Returns is worse than Tropical Freeze.
Tropical Freeze is better. Yeah.
I feel like that's a completely non-controversial opinion. It's less. It's less a
clearly
matter.
the biggest Tropical Freeze fan in this call, and I would say like it's definitely like Returns is not as good. Like
I think I might like it more than some of the Donkey Kong Country SNES games, but I might like it more than 1 or 3. But there's a good case you can make that Returns is the weakest of the main 5 games.
I mean, I'll just say I think Donkey Kong Country 2 is very interesting. I think Donkey Kong Country 2 is probably, from what I've seen, the best in terms of a pure content perspective. Donkey Kong Country 3 is the best visually. Donkey Kong Country 1, I think, is like an untouchably great video game.
I would never agree with that opinion. I understand why you feel that way. I think that game has cool things in it, but...
Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze are both games I have played but never finished. I want to finish Returns just to have, like, a baseline going back into Tropical Freeze, but I want to actually finish both games before I really, like, have a definitive take on them.
What is this?
So I don't expect you to agree with me on this, but it is funny because Tropical Freeze is like I might put in my top 10 games.
This seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
I got to the final world in Tropical Freeze and quit. But that was years ago, and I don't really remember why I felt that way. But I remember like enjoying parts of it, but not really being like, oh yeah, this is really the new Donkey Kong.
No, but like it might be top. It's definitely would be like my top 25.
Oh, thank God.
Games.
Okay.
I will.
I don't expect you to like it more, but yeah.
I will return momentarily.
I will also return.
Oh, God damn it! It's not supposed. I fell on the side, and now I don't know how to get back over there. Where is Daddy Seahorse? I genuinely cannot remember.
Yeah, so Tropical Freeze would be my number 1 of the Donkey Kong Country games. Number 2 is, I don't know, I think 2 has the highest highs of the NES, SNES games, but it has some levels I really don't like.
What are we talking about?
Still DKC.
Donkey Kong, what were you... Repeat what you said, Eli, because I only got the last
Yeah.
part of it.
I said that, as I said, Tropical Freeze would be my number 1 of the DKC games. As for number 2, I'm not sure if I would give it to DKC 2 just because it has the highest highs for me of the NES, SNES trilogy, but then it has the Squawk levels, and I might give DKC 1 the number 2 slot.
I would definitely say I think Donkey Kong Country 2 has like overall I think it's the nicest package if you were going to go in like the sense of like as a consumer product, does it have the best this or that? I think so, but I think Donkey Kong Country 1 has by far
I
the
think,
most polished
unsurprising,
mechanics.
Lid, I think DKC 1's a little too basic for its own good. Much like a lot of your favorite platformers. I feel like because that's what is that I crave gimmicky bullshit, and you're like, no, I want vanilla ice cream.
No, I don't want vanilla ice cream. I just don't want Rare to give me back the extendo. Give me the extended roll, please.
Oh, I'm just talking about like Odyssey, and like
I'm like
there
I'm,
we go.
It's not a matter of like vanilla. It's just like
Well, no,
you have the core mechanics.
Your favorite.
Don't take them back out.
I'm just referring to the fact that a lot of you, like, what are your favorite, like, a lot of your favorite platformers? Blowout Blast,
Hey, I know.
Super Mario Brothers, Mario 64, DKC 1. You like simple but tight. And
I like games where the core mechanics are where the meat is, and you don't need to have a bunch of level gimmicks or whatever else to make a fresh experience. Whereas you are very much like, I want each level to have its own thing.
I want it to feel like a building. I want to feel like there's a sense of meaningful progression at all.
I mean, DKC 1 does have level gimmicks. They're just not, let's say, as ostentatious as ones later.
Yeah, no, I would say, like, DKC 2 is definitely the most pure platformer.
No.
Or DKC 1, I meant.
Yes. Yes.
3 is definitely the least pure platformer. And again, I don't necessarily, like, I think what I appreciate is, like, not necessarily DKC 3 as gimmicky, but the sense of, like, DKC 2 where it's like, here's a big, cool adventure with a bunch of stuff.
I feel like we didn't really talk about this in our private conversations because I kind of forgot about the fact that I streamed DKC 3 recently.
Yeah.
But I did generally enjoy it.
It just has some levels that need to fuck off.
Yes. It has some levels that
fuck off. What is the most fuck off level excluding Lost World?
Because Lid didn't get to Lost World. Lid didn't beat the game. Lid was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I've never beat DKC 3, and I didn't. Okay, I will say in my like casual playthroughs, I have stopped playing because I'm done. On stream, I only stopped playing because my internet fucking sucks, and I was dropping frames for like a half an hour straight, and I was just like, there's no point. There's no point in keeping this going. I will say, from what I have played so far, in terms of like what kills my casual playthroughs, the level where there's the fish that you need to feed, but you can't feed it the spiky stuff because that's bad. That level.
I never had much problem with that level. You know what fucking sucks is right at the end, the water that reverses your controls, and then the lightning strike level. Those are fucking
that I have not gotten to those levels, but just hearing you even describe them is just like, God fucking damn it. Why do they do that?
Because they're rare.
Why can't they just make a normal thing? They got it.
I actually like the fish level you're talking about. I think that's one of the better water levels in the DKC trilogy.
I don't necessarily like necessarily when a platform has a bunch of gimmicks, but I like where I like Sonic 2 and 3 a lot. I like Super Metroid. I like DKC 2. I like when platformers are like, here's like kind of a small start, and here's like a big cool climax, and here's a bunch of different shit you see throughout those levels. That's all I ask.
I am more of a Donkey Kong guy than a Sonic guy, I think.
DKC 2 is probably the closest to that, but like, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, I like minecart levels can fuck off. I disagree. I love those.
Minecart levels are great. What are you talking about?
I just think it's so insane how in Donkey Kong Country 1...
No more ice levels or wind levels. I can get behind that.
Donkey Kong Country 1 has genuinely, like, some of the most incredible, like, just general, like, platform mechanics. And as far as, like, the advanced maneuvers go, for anyone who doesn't know, because I'm sure there are some who don't, when I talk about, like, extended rolling, basically, rolling through an enemy increases your speed in Donkey Kong Country 1 to a much greater degree than it does in the sequels, and it just makes the levels crazy. It makes the way the game feels absolutely insane. And 2 and 3 removed that. And
I don't really care about the extended roll, like whatever. So I don't care that if they removed it.
But what I'm getting at is, like, on top of that, like, the sequels just go into this fucking zone where it's like, hey, here's this level, it has low gravity. Here's this level, it has feed the fish so you don't die. And just hearing Eli talk about, like, these other gimmicks that they introduce even later on, it's just like, why?
I like DKC 3. There are some gimmick levels that I like. There are some gimmick levels that are psychotic.
So, Lid, to contrast that, you're like, I like movement. My thing with DKC 1 is, yeah, like, it feels good and it's cool, but, like, it's only one of the characters really feels good, and also half of the level.
Yes, that is a huge problem. Is why doesn't they should have just gave Diddy Kong his own game? Just give Diddy. Just get rid of Donkey Kong.
They kind of did. There's a reason he never.
Yeah, there is, but they should have just stuck with that. Just stick with Diddy as this incredibly agile.
But also
and
the other thing
character.
with DKC one that you probably don't really mind that much, but it's really drags on me is, oh look, another cave level. Oh look, another mine level.
That is I will say in the later worlds that does become more of an issue, but I feel like in general the mechanics are strong enough that I don't mind the aesthetic sameness of it.
Whereas I much prefer DKC2 being here's a bunch of crazy different weird level gimmicks. Here's a disco.
As soon as you get to World 4 and it's oh yeah, this world is Beehive and Carnival. It's okay.
Oh, you know what fucking sucks? Goddamn.
I love the
boss
DKC.
in DKC too.
I remember. See,
yes.
both of you said this. I remember that boss not being great, but I don't have any trauma from it. It's okay.
It's me and Andy were talking about this.
You
recently.
had an easier time with Ridley than I had with that boss.
Damn.
That is how much that boss.
I am not looking forward to streaming.
On one hand, that's crazy. On the other hand, I completely believe you because that boss sucks that bad.
But the other thing is, I love that DKC2 is here's a minecart level in a theme park. Here's one in a ghost house. Now here's one with the ghost in the theme park. Yeah, that's great.
I like every minecart level and every variation of a minecart in all 5 games.
Honestly, I think the toboggan might be the best.
No.
I need to replay it.
Having just played Donkey Kong Country 3, no.
Okay, I'll take
that level's actually the spacing of the different obstacles is kind of
It's funny that DKC one is you have 2 minecart levels and only 2.
Those are fun. I did not have a problem with the minecart levels in DKC 3.
I will say none of the DKC minecarts are X5 where it's here's a pit, 5 seconds in. Good luck, asshole.
In the sense of sheer difficulty, I don't think they were terrible. I don't think those were bad levels, but compared to DKC 1, I do think that they were a downgrade.
But yeah, because
I mean, I don't really know what you're complaining about because they're definitely the easiest. So
the hitboxes.
There's just a lot of moments where they expect you to anticipate things that are off screen.
That's what DKC 1 those are really tight in DKC 1's minecart levels.
I don't think so. I think that there are a few moments in DKC 1 where it's specifically the Kremlings in other minecarts come at you kind of fast, but I think in general, as far as gaps and stuff like that goes, they're pretty forgivable.
You're wrong.
And I don't know. I thought DKC 3's toboggan levels had a lot of moments where it's if you don't know what's coming, you're gonna have a worse time than even in DKC.
Hold on, I'll be right back. My parents just got home.
I like when video games have monkeys in them.
I know.
We need more video games with monkeys. I don't like how heavy DK feels. I don't like the fact that in the reboot games, I don't like that he's the only playable character.
Yeah, the others function as power-ups. I like how, that is as much as I've liked how a character controls in a 2D platformer. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I think he feels fantastic.
I feel on the one hand, I will say, as far as if you were going to design a 2D platformer character specifically for the analog stick and nothing else, okay, I kind of see where they're coming from, but I just feel like the sense of momentum with retro Donkey Kong is like, no.
I don't know what you're
like
talking about.
There's
That's
just
so
like,
weird.
it just feels like there's too much of a delay on everything.
I don't know. I completely disagree. I don't have to tell you.
I will, I feel kind of bad. There was a stream a while ago where we were talking about. I don't know if you were there or not, but it. I forget who all was there, but we were talking about like how there's not really very many indie games that go for a Donkey Kong style gameplay, and I completely forgot about Kaze and the Wild Masks, which is a game that I streamed and completely forgot about that is going for a Donkey Kong style gameplay, but it's going for like very, very narrowly on sort of Donkey Kong Country 3's sort of proto collectathon angle. But it has Tropical Freeze's swimming in it is the particular interesting thing. And there's certain things like that where it's like, yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting that Donkey Kong that the modern games just have a completely different idea of like things like swimming. But I think the basic platforming to me just feels so much less fluid than the Super Nintendo
See,
games.
like, I don't know. It's taken me a while even to get a hang of how DKC2 feels because, like, there's no real weight to how Diddy and Dixie moves, and that has its benefit, but it took me a while to get used to it. I like that game, but I much prefer the sense of weight that DK has in the retro games and being able to do the role as a power up rather than the extended role, which always felt a little off kilter to me personally in the Super Nintendo games. Like, I never really went for it. I mean, I'd roll, but I wouldn't do like the big boy going through the level with one big roll. I can
I mean,
see why that would be
it's not
appealing.
like you can't go through the whole level with one big roll, but like if you roll through an enemy and you're able to roll through another enemy before that roll ends, then you're able to like do crazy bullshit.
I know. And I can see the appeal of that theoretically, but I just don't like how that feels. And so I much prefer the way that rolling works in the retro games. But I put a lot of time into the trilogy as well. So I mean, I've played through all these games more than once, at least.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Kongs just sounding like people making silly voices?
I'm back again.
Hello.
And about time too. See, we were talking about Donkey Kong still.
That's good. So
like what?
You would say that like of all the mainline DK games, which is like the country games 64, and I guess Jungle Beat, that 64 is the worst, correct?
I mean, there's some I haven't played. Like I haven't played King of Swing and stuff
That's
like
a
that.
spin-off.
But from what I've played, yes, 64 is easily the worst.
I'd agree with that.
Do you dislike 64 Banjo 2 way more?
But one of the specific reasons why I hate 64 is something that I was just asking Eli about. Is 64 is the game where they went from the Kongs are monkeys and they sound like monkeys, and 64 was the game where they were like, actually no, they just sound like silly people.
I don't mind Kirkhope's performance.
They sound like monkeys. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't mind.
What are you talking about? When you die in the retro games, Donkey Kong goes like, oh,
He does go like that.
I don't know what you're saying.
in the Donkey Kong Country games, they go ooh ooh ah ah, and then
do I
starting
get
with
over this
64, they
wall?
go okay.
Well, I'm such a pro gamer. I don't die very much. So I didn't hear that noise very much. I don't know. what you're talking about.
Eli,
Damn.
I don't believe you don't get the pig in most levels and returns, because that just happens. That happens to everyone.
Depends on the level. No, I
Fuck
wouldn't
that
say
pig.
most levels. Wouldn't say most levels. I
I
will
would.
say the pig sucks. The pig absolutely sucks. That is my least favorite thing about those games. I will also concede that the rock barrels are not great, and they're especially not great in returns. They're
Yeah, Lid, have you gotten...
fine the first time through in Tropical Freeze, but I never replay them.
Tropical Freeze has the decency to give you an extra hit.
Yes.
I remember I made a Miiverse post calling it Flappy Kong, but Miiverse isn't real anymore, so nobody can appreciate it.
I appreciate that, Lid.
They're definitely my least favorite part of that game. And I actually love what they do with the minecarts in that game. You get to go on a log, and then you get to do it in a different perspective. Another level.
I will
It's really
say,
I
given
Go ahead,
how
Andy.
DKC2 and 3 went, that's something I've been thinking of. I really don't mind making the other Kongs just power-ups, just because it's like, well, this series is Donkey Kong Country. It's good to have a Donkey Kong game where Donkey Kong is... What is this? Oh god,
This is bull. What is happening?
Quicksand.
Alright, let me tune back in.
That was...
He's falling in quicksand.
And then it goes
It
do
kind of
DDR.
seems like bullshit.
And go do DDR. That's what they want you to do to escape quicksand.
Are you perhaps agreeing with my assessment of this game a bit more?
Oh god, come on. Okay. Oh, come on!
I will say I do like that in new Donkey Kong Country, when you're in the minecart, you can duck down. I think that's a pretty epic addition.
Oh, that wasn't just...
It was also cool how there was this level in Returns that it's a minecart stage, but you play parts of it not in the minecart, and then parts of it you are on top of the minecart. Fun.
Wait, was that just for an extra... Is there anything over here?
But Returns does have that bat.
Fuck that bat.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, there's a whole thing over here.
You know how they knew that was bad is that they show it to you frozen in ice in the last world of DKC Tropical Freeze. Just to show it's dead and it's never coming back. I don't really understand why people don't like ice levels. They're good.
I think you can screw them up, but I do
I
don't have a
dislike them.
general
You can
distaste.
of course you can screw them up, but like
You
some
can
people
have
are
ice
they're never
physics.
good. Ice physics are fine.
I think I was...
If you design
like...
for it.
Oh, that's the thing. Oh god, look at... Fuck you. Fuck you, Chrome Studios. Who do you think you are?
I want to try Jungle Beat sometime.
Jungle Beat is really good. Play it with bongos.
Did he just go... like he just took a
I
piss?
think that I will not play it with bongos.
Then you're not getting the
I
feel
think
experience.
that is actually how you, the best way to play that game, Lid.
It's a very unique.
I think that you sound like a crazy.
Lid, it was Okay, let me tell you why not. If you're playing the GameCube version, because you might get the Wii version. To move with a normal GameCube controller, you have to press forward on the analog stick every time you want to move. Like tap it continuously.
What?
See why I said the bongos are better?
The bongos are great.
Oh no, the bongos probably are better.
They got you, Lynn. They're like, no, we are Nintendo. You will use the gimmick and you will like it.
I don't want to buy. Why can't you just play it like a normal platformer?
You
I
might
don't
be able
want
to
buy
do
the
that.
bongos.
You might be able to do that on the Wii version.
Can you? I'm gonna need to like actually do genuine research now because God,
I don't think the
fucking
bongos
damn.
are expensive, to be honest.
They're okay. They're not expensive, but like they're like, you know,
They're
like
another
they're
thing
on,
you need.
like I'm looking at eBay and it's like you can find any price from like $20 to $100, and it's like, okay, but how do I know I'm actually getting a working set, right?
Well, I don't think it's. They probably haven't been used that much. They're probably not
quicksand
to be like
sucks.
damaged.
But I'm just
I'm not
thinking
saying
like,
you have to get it, but I'm saying like that is the best way to play it. It has a really fun combo system.
just like without getting like too deep into this real quick, like just now knowing that you can't play the GameCube version as a normal platformer, like this game has dropped a significant.
Yeah, you thought
it's not
like,
a normal platformer. It's not a normal platformer.
But like that's the thing, right? It's like just from what I've seen of the game and what I thought I understood about it, like it has dropped down a couple notches now, knowing this.
It is a rhythm-based combo platform. Is what it is.
I mean,
It's a very weird game. I like it a lot.
Even if you were repulsed by this, it still seems like a better bongo game than either of the Donkey Konga games.
Well, of course.
I mean, yeah, that's obvious. I'm just saying this game dropped down from like a potential 4-star, pretty good platformer, cool new Donkey Kong, to a 3-star. Why did Nintendo do this?
Because they didn't know what to do with Donkey Kong after Rare left.
I think it has a better combo system than Tony Hawk.
You're crazy.
You are an insane man.
I'm willing to agree with. I was Team Eli of like, yeah, no, it's fine that they make you use the bongos. And then you said that, and I'm like, no, Eli, no. We are enemies now.
Tony Hawk. I don't like Tony Hawk, so that's.
I think Tony Hawk is not my favorite series, but it's cool.
Eli does have a habit of not liking games that he's only played for 10 minutes and decided they're worthless.
That was kind of what happened.
I know,
Like,
you've talked about this before.
Yeah. Last year I put it up into Dolphin and I was like, what the hell is wrong with this game? People like this?
Yeah.
I mean, like, frankly, both that and Spark 3 are games where, like, no, you like, need to actually learn how the game works before you even have an idea of what you're dealing with.
Yeah, you need to know what your combos actually do.
Tony Hawk is honestly kind of frustrating to even think about because it's like, it's Tony Hawk, right? Like, it seems like it's the most normie fucking boring ass game ever, but then like you actually play it and you realize, oh, this is more sophisticated than like 90% of 3D platformers.
That is absolutely true.
That's crazy. I don't believe you.
No, it's 100%. Eli, it's fighting game combos. It's literally.
No, it's not. Fuck you.
It literally is. It, I don't know. I feel like this is one.
Game combos.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Andy. I feel like this is one way in which we, even if this is a true statement to make, we simply cannot reach Eli with this because neither of us are fighting game players. But like, I think even people who are into both genres would agree with us.
They just let you go back to the beginning of the game when you run out of or the big last checkpoint when you run out of lives. Thank you, Chrome Studio.
You don't need to restart the level. You just go to the checkpoint.
Yes.
They actually had a brain.
So, well, I mean, at this point, why even have a live system? But you know.
Yeah. But like honestly, like I don't even know, man. What Tony Hawk is honestly like. Obviously, it has like the frustrating angle of like, oh, that game's dead, and they're just gonna do support for Call of Duty forever, right? But it's also the matter.
I think they're doing support for Diablo.
Well, whatever. They're doing support for some shitty franchise that ought to be more dead than Tony Hawk.
Yes.
But like, even beyond that, like, I don't know if you've watched like developer interviews and stuff, but like I honestly get the sense that even the people who made the Tony Hawk remakes don't actually know why those games are good.
We'll see how they would have done with 3 and 4, because 3 is the first really good. Like 2's decent. 2 has some good.
Yeah, like Tony Hawk 1, the original, is like,
no.
Okay, you're doing something interesting. Tony Hawk 2, the original, is like, okay, you've put enough into it that like there's a real system here, right? But it's still not quite, it's not all there. And you're limited by like the technical limitations of the PS1. Tony Hawk 3 on PS2 and stuff is like the first one where it's like, oh, we have like good frame rates and you've actually added enough mechanics that like this is definitely a real video game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's drowning. You can drown in the quicksand.
That's bullshit.
Fuck you. Man.
And have you ever played Mario 64? Of course you can drown in the quicksand.
Well, but like Mario 64's quicksand is different, where it's like you touch it, you're dead, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not watching, by the way. What's going on?
This is dumbass quicksand, where you step in it and you need to fucking do a QTE to not die.
This is the dumbest. I prefer if it was just lava. Can you tell that I'm trying to jump on the trees so I don't have to engage?
I can tell. I can look at with like the game is asking you to do something very stupid, and you're trying to do something about as stupid to circumvent it, and for some reason it's not working.
It kind of does. It works for this part. See? We got it. Okay. This is the part where it's like, I don't fucking...
The only problem I really have with Tony Hawk is that, so like you want to fill your special meter so you can do special tricks or whatever for your big combos, but like the inputs for special tricks are like things that you need to like customize yourself, and it never feels natural.
Let me look up this section.
Like,
I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Would it be possible for you to stream Dolphin? Like, is that like...
Oh, lid, yeah.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. You played Metroid Prime.
Yeah, so I just.
Sorry, it's getting late. No, I think you should play Super Monkey Ball 2 for a stream sometime.
I don't know if I can beat that game.
I want to see. Let's see how far you get.
Having played Super Mario.
Oh my god!
Fucking shoot me in my brain. Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, which I believe has. I think its story mode is set up that what? Oh, you knocked the coconuts. Oh.
That.
This makes way more sense.
Yeah. Now it's like, okay, you are forgiven. Because before it was, this is unreasonably bad, but now it's like, okay.
Yeah, you just gotta hit the things so that the platforms come down.
Yeah.
This makes sense. Makes sense.
I still don't like your quicksand mechanics, but at least it's not literally
Would you say that the coconut got from fire and spurts?
So true.
Wait, we're playing Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Yes.
And Ty of those good old-fashioned values is not here.
I'm not gonna make Ty.
It really is a
shame. Game. I'll ask her maybe sometime.
What was I saying before?
Super Monkey Ball. I just asked Andy to play it.
I played Super Monkey Ball Deluxe recently, which, from what I understand, has a similar story
I'm gonna try and
mode
get
to
one
Monkey
more.
Ball 2, and the way that it's sort of segmented, where you don't need, I don't think you need to do literally everything to progress. Andy might be able to beat it.
Super Monkey Ball
No, it
2's
is Super
progression
Monkey Ball.
system is that you have these different worlds, and they each have 10 levels in them.
And you need to do all
those
10 levels, but you can do them in any order.
Exactly.
So Deluxe made it more reasonable, but yeah, based on the original game, it's like...
Yeah, and in Deluxe, I don't think you need to beat them all. You just need to beat some number of them to progress.
But play 2, because...
I played 2. It's
Deluxe
cool.
has 1 and 2 in it.
Yeah, but then it's all,
No, you just need to go into your
Andy,
Steam
I want
controller
Andy to be
settings.
stuck. I don't want it to have to say, I gotta go and give up on this. No. You have to go through all the levels.
No.
Andy must suffer.
Eli, if you do that, I'm gonna go at World 5. Go. I'm never playing this game on stream again. So how
I
about?
was making a joke.
You know what I'll say?
By the way, Lid, you never told your story on stream about how you've played this game before.
I don't think there's much of a story to tell. I played it at a friend's house, and that's basically all I remember.
Well, no, on his pirated Xbox is the important.
Oh yeah, I had a friend, and the thing is, I actually have that Xbox now today.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Xbox is
what was I
probably
gonna
the
say?
best way to.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Andy, you've been on this level for a long time.
I have. I'm just.
And that's a trend. That's a trend on your streams, is that you end up stuck on the same level for a long time.
Well, this time
but you know what I'll say is that this is one of the few examples where I'm pretty sure this is the game's fault.
Yes. Well, because it's not because I was dying in that quicksand section a lot, but it's not even that I'm dying that much. It's more just this level's huge and I get lost.
Yeah.
Joe, did you have any thoughts on this game?
I think I rented it on the GameCube way back in the day.
From what I've heard,
if this game is any indication, Hogwarts Legacy is not anything to be excited about. Oh wait, no, that's Attack the Power.
Yeah, no, they didn't make this game.
Is there really any difference, though?
Yes, I've seen Tack. It's worse. It's much worse.
I don't know. This is kind of a piece of shit.
No.
It's pretty looking. I'll give it that. It still looks pretty damn good.
Wow. Part of that's the remaster version, but yeah. Like,
oh, it's a remaster. Okay, never mind. I thought this was like, damn, this looks fucking way better than I remember.
I don't know how much they remastered it, but they. You know what? I think I'm good on this level. I don't need to find how close.
I'm reserving my judgment until we actually see the monkeys that are apparently in this game. Once we see the monkeys on them.
What if we never see the monkeys?
Yeah, from what I understand, I think they're like at the end of World 3. So if you give up before then, yeah, we might.
I thought this was World 3.
I thought this was level 3 of World 1.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think the third world has a monkey boss, and that there's an NPC before then who's a monkey. But
I think I'm good with this world for now. I think I've played enough of it. I'll just head to the exit portal.
Where's monkey?
Hi, says Rock Guy 21. Yeah, we've been here on this for a while. To be fair, part of that is also because I left for like a combined 15 minutes. So, but it's like I had maybe like 45 an hour when I started this level, and most of the stream has been this. Part of it's also that I've climbed this mountain like 4 times.
Yeah, because you did it once, and then you did it again because you missed the gold wheel, and then you did it again during that race, and now you're doing it now.
Wait. Is this... Alright, the part where you're talking about, like, bouncing on the lounge chair, is this still that same level?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because I stopped watching.
Yeah,
Andy,
in terms of, like, purely visually new things, you have not missed a lot, Eli.
Well, I'm just about to leave, so... I'm assuming I have enough stuff for the end of World 1. I'm hoping.
Yes, yes, Thunder Eggs power this talisman machine. Make sure you visit all the portals.
I did that. How many? Wait.
It looks like you need 3 more.
But I haven't. What? What?
Have you visited all the portals?
Yes. Because I did walk the park. Yeah, I don't know. I did that one. Hold on. Let me look it up.
Yes, yes, Thunder Eggs power.
But I've... What the hell have I been collecting then? What? Oh wait, I did not mean to go back into this
Welcome
level.
to the great.
I think I may have said it before on a different stream, but it is crazy that Shigeru Miyamoto thought Pikmin was going to be as big as Mario.
Yeah. I'm glad that Pikmin exists. And I don't think that it would exist in that form if Shigeru Miyamoto did not have the particular sense.
No, you mean in terms of like, would it get more games, or like would it exist in this the way it does?
Oh,
Like I mean, like I don't know. I'm basically just parroting things that other people have said, but like Shigeru Miyamoto has a very like common sense approach to game design, right? Where like he just has a feel for what isn't shit, you know.
Yeah.
So he can make a game like Pikmin that is very much inspired by his own personal hobby of gardening and do it in an interesting way. But yeah, it's no Mario.
because it's like I've been getting the stars. I don't know what this game wants from me. I guess we'll... Because there's no way you have to get all 8. That would be insane.
You young'uns. Yep.
It's like... Oh, we have a bunch of skins. That's funny. Oh, that's how you were supposed to get that.
You figured it out, Andy?
I'm still looking. We'll get there.
Or if anyone in the stream, in the Twitch chat wants to...
Yeah, because it's telling me to get the Thunder Eggs, but I thought that was collecting. So, could you look that up, Lid?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
like, I already did a bunch of this, so I was like...
I gotta say, having watched you play a decent amount of this video game, the walkthrough I'm looking at is virtually indecipherable.
What?
Cogulacious boomerangulus extrapolator.
Let me find another walkthrough.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Chat, do you know why I'm not getting the MacGuffins?
Andy doesn't have enough MacGuffins.
Apparently I have not collected any, which feels very wrong.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right at all.
Okay, so first thing I'm noticing is there are 300 opals, which are the egg things per area, and there are 2,700 total, so there must be 9 levels in the game.
We knew that already.
There are 8 thunder eggs per level. Are those the geodes?
I would assume so.
They're called?
I think that's what they are.
It's my fucking geodes.
You get 1 egg for finding 8, or what are numbers? For finding 300 opals, you get 1 egg for finding 5 bilbies, which I assume are what the wallaby guys are called. You find 1 egg for winning the level's race. You find 1 egg.
So that we're getting, but why isn't it letting me progress in the hub is the question.
You need to find 17 thunder eggs in each hub. So basically, in simple terms, you would need to 100% complete 2 levels, and then find 1 egg in the next one.
That's too much. Fuck off. That is too. Come on. Well, I've already gotten most of these, so I'll just.
You sure you still want to play the sequel, Andy?
Yes, because I want to believe it's better. Because this isn't terrible. It's just not great. It's fine.
It's about time you got here.
It's pretty crazy how, like, Mario 64, to get to first Bowser fight, you only need to do, like, 1 or 2 stars in each of the levels on the first floor.
Absolutely.
No, it is very lenient.
And I think that lenience is an important quality to have in the early areas of a video game.
Yes.
And that is certainly seemingly all 3 worlds of this game will have the exact same level of lenience.
Which is not fucking much. Alright, let's see if we can find that last wallaby in the last couple of.
So you've got 5 here.
Yes. I need to find where the last.
Yeah, if you could find 5 or 6 in all 3 levels, that would be enough. Does this game have online leaderboards?
Does it?
What? Why would it?
I feel like I just saw that on the pause screen. Leaderboards underneath options. What is that? What is that? Gee,
it's
good job, Dr. Bugendai, for doing this in 0.03 seconds. I'm sure that you did not hack anything.
Do you think those 11-second timers are real?
The thing is, that might just be the timer for the race. So
Yeah, it
that
is.
might actually be possible. But 0.03 seconds is certainly not.
What the fuck is that last hallway?
You know what I think is one of like the biggest problems with like games in general, but platformers especially. I think there's no reason for them to falter on this.
What, Lynn?
A game should just let you have fun. It should give you an ability and present a situation for you to have fun and experiment with it, and not just a linear hallway of checks. Do you know how to use this? If you know, you win.
Let me go. Okay. So you definitely had to come back with this, with the swimming. Okay. Can I boomerang that? Okay, this is where the rest of the stuff is, so we can probably clear out all of World 1. I like how those gators look. They look like Croc, but like 10% more intimidating.
Who could be more intimidating than Croc?
Did you ever play the crocodile whack-a-mole style game?
No.
And Andy, do you think it would be too local to invoke the name of tokens?
What is
tickets?
this?
What is that? What is happening? You've got like a red monkey guy.
I've got like a Virgil, like a Nero's DT from DMC4.
I have to fucking see. You have a Virgil now?
Well, apparently there is a rival in this game.
He's gone. He's gone away.
Who left? Eli?
Eli joined, and maybe now.
See,
left.
what this game would make of a Virgil is what I wanted to say.
Yeah, show.
You'll get one. The series has a Virgil, or at least a shadow.
Go find the red. Go find the red monkey power up again and show him.
Okay, let me do that. Hold on. Let me just go around. I think yes, that should wait. God damn it.
You need 4 more opals.
Okay, here's where the red monkey power is. Why isn't it? Do I gotta?
Maybe you can only get it like once per level or something. Maybe you need to exit the level and come back to get it again. Because that seems like the kind of bullshit this game would pull. Oh, did you get all of them?
I did.
You got all the opals.
Wait, why don't I have?
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? Why don't you have?
Because I got 300.
Maybe you need to exit the stage and it'll go, like not like from the menu, but from the portal, and then it'll go, oh, you got them all.
Lynn,
Yeah.
could you double check that before it happens?
I don't. This is the kind of thing where it's such a technical element of the game that like I don't know if if walkthroughs are going to be helpful for this.
Hold on. Okay. Let's get.
That wasn't a half bad effort, Ty. I reckon with a little more practice, you'll get there. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there's the last
You don't
guy.
know what a video game is.
I'm trying to consult walkthroughs that are more than 15 years old on the subject of this nearly 20-year game.
Yeah, it's saying collect 300 opals, and I have them.
I don't think that these walkthroughs are going to have such sophisticated information.
Let me Google it.
Maybe this is the director's cut where they changed the number of levels. I don't know.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the updates people have made to these guides, and it's like, well, I thought there were 240 of this collectible, but apparently I somehow collected 250, and I actually don't want to play this game again to figure out where those other 10 came from. So, see ya.
That's so cool.
Oh. Oh, it spawns near the fountain, which is near the end portal, so we should be able to pick it up when we go finish the level.
Alright.
That at least makes sense. It's like, okay, it's near the exit. That's fine. It's not ideal, but it's at least, you know.
Yeah, why isn't it like Mario 64 where it just shows up?
Well, there are downsides to the Mario 64 approach.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you pick up your 100th coin while you're up in the sky or something, that would suck.
Or on the railing. How do I leave this area again? Oh, there it is. Okay, just gotta... Alright, cool. Now we can leave World 1 and be done. And then we can probably just hit up some more stuff in World 2, and then we'll be good with that. I might actually just 100% World 1 off stream, so that way I can just have a little more leniency next time I stream this.
Gotcha.
I heard Tim Rogers say this game is better than Banjo-Kazooie.
Did he say that?
Did you heard that, or someone in chat heard
Someone
that?
in chat, Gmail 2022.
Bro smoking crack.
I mean, I'm willing to believe that they could make a sequel that's better than Banjo-Kazooie. Wait. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
there it is.
Tim,
Okay.
Tim
there.
Rogers.
Oh, that's
has,
it's these fountains are where you go to get. Okay, cool.
Tim Rogers has said some clever things from time to time, but I would say that he does at seem times to be one of the most crack-smokingest game reviewers in the
Do I have
world.
enough?
Yeah, I can't imagine having like.
Oh, good. We can finish World 1 now. We don't even need to go into World 2 or 3 again. That's pretty fine. All right.
The energy levels are off the scale, and yes, I've got a lock on one of the talismans. Stand back, Ty. It's coming through.
Oh, is it? Oh, wow, not even an introductory cutscene for this boss. Okay. So do I like hit his butt? Is that? Oh no, wait. I imagine I bite.
No, this character design sure is something.
It's kind of
What were they
Twilight
cooking?
Princess Ganondorf, kinda.
That's
Or
mean.
Ganon, but yeah.
Twilight Princess Ganon does not have a weird curly tail.
Yeah. No. Andy, you're smoking something. That does not look like Twilight Princess Ganon.
It's the red hair.
It is a big pig with red hair. They do
Like-
have that much in common.
Yes.
But that's it.
But also, come on.
Spiky red hair.
I mean, could you really could you communicate hair in the early 2000s without it being at least a little spiky?
Fair point. I guess it could be of an entirely flat texture. How do you hit this boss? Because I need to make him run into things. I get that. Wait, could you look up what I do to this?
I'm looking at it. I'm looking it up.
Thank you.
We're working on it.
like the sound of that.
I'll just read it. I'll just read the exact text from this walkthrough to you. Bull, who is a wild warthog-like animal, will charge you as you start. He can also shout at you, flinging you back.
Yes.
To hurt him, you need to lure him into charging the mini rock spikes sticking up from the ground,
Okay.
which actually turn out to be anthills.
Oh, that's funny.
After 2 hits, he'll start pounding the ground for a circular attack, which you must jump to avoid. After the 3rd hit, he'll do the pound attack 3 times and then throw rocks. Move around to avoid these. After the 4th hit, he'll repeat the process. After 5 hits, he gives up the talisman.
I mean, okay, Lynn, I'm gonna ask you a question. Outside of maybe Ratchet and Clank, do any GameCube or PS2 era 3D platformers have particularly good boss fights? They're not usually this bad, but none of them...
I've got to think for a second.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, I thought for a
didn't
second.
even lure it in. He just ran into it.
The answer is no. I cannot think of a particularly good platformer boss fight
You know
from
what's
this
fucked
entire
up?
generation.
You know what's fucked up?
What?
Sonic Adventure 2 might unironically be one of the better examples.
I don't have an argument against that.
Because I think of like King Boom Boom, the Bio Lizard, the Shadow Fight. Like, they're not great. They're real boss fights. How many boss fights in 6th Gen 3D platformers rise to the standard of Galaxy 1 or Galaxy 2? Which is what I would say is like the baseline of.
I like the... Wait, 6th gen or 7th gen?
6th.
Or wait.
6th Gen. Come on, buddy. I hate this guy's AI. I hate his fault.
I think the answer is none of them. I don't think a single platformer had a single good boss this whole gen.
Okay, that's hit number 2.
Like, even as someone who's not the biggest fan in the world of the Galaxy games, I do have to admit, in that regard, they were flat out an improvement from every video game on the previous console generation.
Yeah, Galaxy has a lot of bosses, and very few of them are outright bad.
I even go so far as to say none of them are outright bad. They
I'm
are
trying to think if there are any that I don't like. I don't know. I think they're all generally at least pretty good.
So yeah, I'm fluctuating this game's like around a 6, maybe a 7 if I'm being nice.
I still think these colors are pretty good.
It's very Australia. Like, you think, like, this looks like Outback. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
This music is not really selling me on the idea that this is some kind of badass encounter.
I think the music's doing a much better job than the encounter itself. Come on, buddy.
This is whack.
This is whack. again, most of this game is fine, except for certain parts that are not fine. Which is kind of how I feel about Crash 1. Although I will say nothing in this is as outright frustrating. Like, this is bad, but I'd rather do this than play Fumbling in the Dark again.
I only saw like the beginning of your Crash 1 stream.
It gets so... That's by far the most fun I had at the game.
Wow. And that seemed like fine.
Yeah, that's the best Crash 1 achieves. It's fine. Oh, come
This
on.
bowl is, like, you would expect that it would, like,
You'd
as
bait
it
it.
tracks you when it charges, that it would curve, but it seems to just be moving along some kind of weird grid.
I don't... Yeah, no, I don't...
Like, it doesn't seem like it's a pure, like...
There
you
we
know-
go.
Oh, there it goes. It did something.
The bar went down.
Yay.
Oh, he's throwing things. There we go. Oh god, there's only one left.
I like that the scream that the boss does is just, like, extremely
You know what's a really good
compressed.
sign for a boss fight, Lid?
Hmm.
When the normal attacks you use have no effect on the boss fight whatsoever.
Oh, yes. I feel like that's basically only forgivable when there's, like, a boss, like, you should just make a boss where, like, you can't even reach with your normal attacks.
Or
If you're gonna do
or like
that.
most supersonic fights, where it's like, here's a crazy alternate gimmick that's fun. Instead of just dodge good, idiot. There we go.
Yay.
wait. That transition. Wait, hold on. Is he gonna do something? What's he? Where is his hand?
What is happening?
I think he
You're gonna want to
shoved
stick in
his
my hand.
hand.
Where my hand be at?
I think he shoved his hands up the bull's asshole to grab the talisman. Oh, now we're
As-
back in
Well,
Sokka.
yeah.
Tai, you've retrieved the first of the ancient talismans.
As
when
one
Boss
does.
Cass discovers that we're out to thwart his plans, he will do all in his power to stop you. Be careful, my friend.
She'll be right, old timer.
She'll be right.
Strike me lucky you actually found the
So, Lid,
talisman. I just
Mm.
might have
there
bet
are
on the wrong
3
horse.
hubs and
Anyway,
9
mate,
worlds, correct?
Julius has got a present for you.
Three hub worlds, 9 levels is what it seems to be.
Why are there 5 talisman then?
I've made a most exciting
Consider
discovery.
shutting up.
The talisman machine is brimming with excess energy from the Fire Thunder eggs. By diverting that energy to my special hyper-techno boomerang maker, I can make special elemental rings. Watch.
Oh,
Hyper Techno Boomerang Maker.
I present to you the Flamerang.
hell yeah.
You beauty! Yes.
He's
yes,
really
this
leaning into
ring
the Sonic
can
the
start
Hedgehog.
fires
God
and
bless him.
melt ice.
Who
It
voice
even
acts
has a
Tai?
more powerful effect on some enemies.
Who
To start
does
with,
voice act
use the
Tai?
previous rang and
Tai
next rang
the
buttons to cycle through
Tasmanian
your collection.
Tiger
It will
is
aid you
voiced
well in your quest.
by...
Now, go
in this game, it was Stig Wimmis, and in future games, it was Greg Ellis.
Oh, he got recast. Okay, what else have... Let me...
I'm looking it up.
Oh my! You found found enough golden cogs, haven't you?
Oh, this
These
is what
will
the
be
golden cogs are
perfect
for.
for my latest invention. I call it the Cogulacious
I'm just gonna
Boomerangers
end this pretty soon, but I'm
Extrapolator.
gonna see what's
Ty,
going on.
it's a machine I designed to create cutting-edge techno-rangs. Oh my! This is very nice. It's a
That's a
Zoomerang.
stupid looking.
The Zoomerang has a
Stig
built-in
Wemyss.
telescopic aimer. Press the Ty's view button to activate it. Use the
has
movement
done all
stick to
all
aim
kinds
and
of
the camera
things.
stick to zoom in and out on enemies for
The way you
greater
say that
throwing
makes
accuracy.
me a little nervous.
No worries.
He's been in a bunch of TV
Hold the
series that
previous
you've never
rang
heard of and
and
probably have
next
no
rang
reason to
buttons
watch.
cycle
Because they're
through your
Australian
collection.
TV shows.
That could very well be the reason. He was in Martial Law, Legacy of the Silver Shadow, Neighbors,
Told you already.
Kick,
Find 50
City Homicide,
bring them to my
Offspring,
video clips.
Paper Giants Magazine Wars, The Wizards of Oz, like AUS, like Australia,
Jesus. Of course.
Earners, and The Adventures of Father Bear and His
You little
Midlife
ripper,
Crisis.
Ty. You found a fair dinkum rainbow scale.
Stop saying
When you
dinkum.
find enough,
Greg Ellis has a Wikipedia page.
That's an upgrade.
He was in Titanic as a steward.
Okay.
He was Lieutenant Theodore Groves in Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl.
I've seen that movie and I don't.
And the sequels. He was in At World's End
Oh, he's
and
like
on
the
Stranger
British guy.
Tides.
He's like
What?
the British commander guy in those movies, right?
Oh, I know.
I don't know. I haven't seen any of those movies in like 10 years.
I'm trying to relate. I'm pretty sure that's who he is.
He was Chief Engineer Olsen in the first J.J. Abrams Star Trek.
I haven't seen that.
On TV, he was in. It looks like he mostly played like minor characters who showed up in one episode, but he was on X-Files, Deep Space Nine, 24, Bones, Dexter, Nip Tuck, Hawaii Five-0, Magnum P.I.
Oh, there's a lot more hub.
He was Commander Giles Price in Red Alert 3.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
God.
Not Giles Price. That's amazing. My favorite character.
He was Kate Sith in Advent Children.
What? That's
Okay,
funny.
that is
Oh
funny.
wait, hold on. Before I go, who is? Oh my God, Lid, look at the screen right now.
He's smarter than
Oh my god. This is the edgiest thing I've ever seen. Okay, I've got to the video games section of Greg Ellis's Wikipedia page. I need to find something funny.
All right.
I imagine we shall do quite well here, because it's a perfect focal point for the talisman machine.
I think this is a good place to call it. So we got the tease of the rival character. And then we're gonna...
Almost all of the quote-unquote characters, almost everything that Greg Ellis has done in a video game is additional voices.
Except this.
Male voice 4.
Anyway,
Human male crew.
this was mostly fine outside of some low parts. I'm excited to play more of this to get a better feel, but I don't think it'll rank super highly on my list. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'll be back probably Tuesday.
I
Depends on what my
admire
schedule-
your optimism.
You gotta be after this, but let me look on Twitch and see who I can, if there's anyone to raid.
Greg Ellis was Rocket Raccoon in Ultimate Marvel vs.
K-Zone.
Capcom 3.
Yeah, I'll just start raiding K-Zone. Send you over there. Bye-bye.
Greg Ellis was Jetvac in all of the Skylanders games.
Alright, I think I...
Greg Ellis was Colin in all